Right, so yeah, you're greeted by the same guy again. Comes out and goes, "What can I do for you?"
Yes, during the course of our inquiries, we found that a certain servitor was responsible for the transfer of a book whose binding had been changed around again. So the binding of this book has been changed 2 or 3 times now. If you have video surveillance of the transfer of the book from the servitor to Lord, what was his name?
Rule.
Lord Rule, we would greatly appreciate it.
Well, to be honest, I would be somewhat surprised if he came down here to collect the book himself, but we can check for you.
I'm sorry, is the captain of the guard, as I recall, was it not?
I don't know. I can check for you. Sure. Well, follow me. And he walks you through to the servitor area. He goes through the servitors behind the back, and you now notice that you're on the other side of the counter you saw before. And he just enters something into one of the Cognite consoles that's there and looks through some stuff. Yeah. It appears he checked out the book, as he said, it's like 3 days ago. Flips around this sort of display to you, and you see a sort of grainy image of the captain of the guard picking up the book and walking off.
I look to Carolinus.
Perhaps we had best investigate when the tome arrived rather than when it left. We've already ascertained that it left in
Are you sure that's necessary? I mean, what are you looking for?
Caches.
In particular, this represents, how we at the library enjoy our organization, like things to be in their proper place. Book bindings have been swapped, either by a servitor or by someone inside the library with some malicious intent. The purpose of our investigation is to determine who's been swapping the bindings and bring them to justice. It is of the utmost importance that we do this because, as you understand, some books contain information that is more sensitive than others, and should one of those books be swapped with the binding of an otherwise mundane tome, it would represent a considerable problem on the part of the library.
Which library are you with?
Well, what was the name of the place we came from at the beginning? The library at the start of the episode?
The Emperor's Divine Light?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're from the Emperor's Divine Light.
Looks you up and down. Looks each of you up and down in turn.
I picked up another kebab, so I don't look very much like a librarian. It's good, though.
I don't need to remind you, we're not librarians ourselves, but we're here from the Ministorum on behalf of essentially imperial knowledge that's been moved around.
Okay, make a deceive check.
Very nice.
Wow.
9 versus 55.
Okay.
We've rolled a lot of double zeros today. Even the 100 was a double zero.
We're killing it on the rolls today.
Yeah, just wait until you have combat later on, and then you will die.
So there's combat later on.
Judging by what you've done so far with the number of frenzies, probably. Just wait till Garrett gets his hands on the skewer again.
Ah.
Okay, well, it's highly irregular, but sure. What do you want? How can I help?
If you have any documents, registries, video logs of the arrival of the book, Midwifery in the 38th Century, all information surrounding the arrival and departure of that book would be appreciated. Millennium.
Sure. Well, follow me. And he takes you back through the bookcases back under the eye as it watches you now, very intent. It's kind of creepy having, effectively this 50-meter orb looking at you all the way. But eventually you make your way to another little chamber, and this one, unlike the last one you were in at the other library, this one's got cognitives and stuff in the walls, many different screens paneled all around. And he keys in some things, and he starts bringing up little bits of image, and you notice that each of them now sort of looks at someone checking in or taking out a book. He keys in some more things, and one of them, and he points towards it, shows a courier bringing the book over off of effectively some sort of ground car with a load of other books. The book was in that shipment of different odds and ends that were getting transferred between the different libraries. I believe that's the one you're looking for.
Yes.
And who received the book? The shipment, rather?
It'll be one of the librarians themselves. You can see, and he keeps something else in, and there's footage of another librarian taking this collection of books through to the sorting office in the back. Geralt, I can go get Geralt if you want.
Yes, please, bring him here.
Please.
Okay, well, I'll go get him. I'll be back in a second. And he walks away.
While he's gone, would I be able to bring up the recording of the sorting room?
Okay, you can try. Problem is, it will be asking for effectively like clearance and passcodes and stuff. So you can do two things. Either you can try and crack the encryption and stuff, or you can just tech use it and kind of try and bypass it mechanically.
Tech use it.
Sure, I'll try and use tech use to get through it.
Okay, sure. Roll me a tech use test.
49 versus 42. Damn. I'll use a fate point. It's going to be a hard roll, but...
Nice.
10 versus 42.
Okay, so because this is kind of a big thing for the library, like all the information stuff, it's very well defended. And as you go in, you notice that the encryption here and there is mostly like heavy grade standard stuff, but there's been tweaks in places, and some of it is non-standard in the higher sort of areas and the key sort of nodes and the kernels and so on. And you eventually manage to rewrote certain parts of the cognitive.
As I'm going through this, the others can hear me just working through various litanies and chants as my hands are just working, but every now and then I pause and I'll say, I'll just go with almost like a rhyme that I've learned. Sometimes, Cassius might be able to pick out quite a lot because it's in High Gothic, and then I'd continue tapping away.
It takes you about a good minute and a half, which is surprisingly quick. But cling, you now have effectively the passcode that was on the terminal already that he'd been using to access this. You trick the terminal into thinking that that's the password you're using for every file. Okay. If you turn off the console, it will forget that, because effectively it won't reboot, because the way you've wired it up is a little bit dodgy. But you've got your hands in the bottom here, like mechadendrites going in as well, playing around with wires, and you manage to somehow fool it. You can now access pretty much any part of their surveillance.
Okay, basically, I want to follow that delivery. Every time it moves into another room, switch to whatever camera would have been following it, and I'll be trying to move through it fairly quickly.
Okay.
I'll be like skipping through
how
things.
long will this take?
As long as it takes. And I just keep moving.
Garrett, Brander, block the door.
I'll take up guard.
Every time it seems like it's just regular movement, I just keep skipping forward in chunks of seconds and so on and so forth. You know, I'm not meticulously watching every moment, but I'm looking for some sort of destination.
Can I step outside the door and just stand there?
Sure, you'd have to unlock the door and then go outside if you want to. It's already locked, so...
That's fine. I tell them to lock it behind me and beat me when he's done.
Okay. You notice, as you go through, that the book goes into the back room, gets sorted, etc., blah, 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 gets taken to a door, and then through that door goes into another back room, and then off camera, which is weird. Apparently nowhere in this library, particularly large, maybe more than a few meters square, is off camera, apart from here. And the acolyte disappears for about 10 minutes, and then comes back, sans book.
Okay, do I notice anything about him getting through that door?
Well, he went through the door into another back room. It looks like it's a small office in the back room, and you can see that office, but you can't see off the side of the camera in that wall, in that room. And he went off to the side of the camera and then came back a few minutes later without the book.
Okay, were there any audio surveillance? Anything like that?
Yeah, you hear the sound.
These are auger rays as well. Would they be able to pick up any other additional data beyond optical?
They don't pick anything up from that area. They aren't covering that area specifically. You can pick up audio, and you hear the sound of grating metal and the shift of what appears to be some sort of very heavy wooden metal object.
And the same acolyte comes back out, or librarian comes back out, sans book, and then just goes on about his duties.
If you then flip forwards and watch from the guard captain getting the book, watch it backwards, the book is retrieved from a shelf in the main library by someone else. You then flick backwards further and further. That book goes back to the back sorting office, and someone is painstakingly putting the binding back on, a newer binding. It looks like this is possibly the binding that you saw in the book. You go back further, you notice that binding being created a few hours previous to that. Someone getting old leather from a disused book, reprinting it. You follow back further. You go back like a few days.
Am I able to download this information onto my data slate?
Yes, yeah. You have got a fancy data slate, so you can only get some of it. But
I'll take snippets of the most important moments, like when that.
You go back a few days. You go back maybe like a couple of weeks, and then you manage to get to the part where the book has its binding removed initially.
Okay.
Someone removes the binding for the midwifery book, and leaves the book sans binding until it is then repackaged.
Do I have it? Can I get a good look at that person? Like the people who've been involved in all of these.
That was the guy who greeted you, the High Librarian.
Okay,
it looks like at 7 points he was talking to our people and being assisted by several other librarians around as well.
But he was the one who took off the binding from the original book.
Yeah, and other shots as well. You see him directing people, helping out and doing stuff.
Okay, I definitely keep a record of this, bearing in mind that my data slate is the one that the Juquero fiddled with. So
that data slate can totally carry this. Normally the data slate says like Garrett. 0 to full. This data slate doesn't even have that. It just, the bar goes off the end of the screen.
I was going to say, I was wondering what had happened to that thing.
Yeah,
I was going to say, we're 40,000 years into the future, and the iPad still doesn't even have like a hard drive in it.
Dude,
I mean, it's just trash.
Most of these data slates aren't iPads.
Dark Ages, dude.
Yeah.
It was bad times.
I leave my beat
People who
open.
could do that were killed, like the Juquero was.
Caroline, as you're going through this data and you're going through, especially that last bit of data, which takes you, 2 weeks ago, you have to go through a lot of data, flicking forwards. Cassius, the librarian comes back with 2 lesser librarians behind him. Their uniform, still trim, but not as gaudy, less of the green embroidery on it. I brought you back the guys you wanted.
As he's walking up, my bead is open and I light a glow stick. And I start taking a drag from it. Okay. I was like, I came outside. I exhale.
Make a C roll.
Broadcasting to all of us?
Yes, it's all broadcasting to you.
Yeah, make a
I
C
hurry
roll.
up what I'm doing. As soon as I've got the data I need, or I feel like if I hear anything like he's going for the door, I'm going to shut the console.
0-2!
Wow. What is with the rolls
Burst
today?
55. That was amazing.
The Emperor is
You're
smiling
on
upon you.
point. We are on
Smile
point.
upon me, Emperor!
We will pay for this later.
Well,
Shut your
In many
heretic
wounds.
mouth.
is there, you want
Emperor
to talk
gives
to him?
and takes away.
Do your friends, he sort of gestures to the door behind you.
I apologize. I came out. Do you all have a bathroom around here somewhere that you could show me to?
I've got the squid maneuver. Well played.
Sure. Reynold, show him to the privy.
I look at him. I say, my friends should be waiting for you inside. They're deliberating or something along those lines. I don't know.
Caroline, you need about 30 more seconds.
I murmur
It's
that
like
into,
downloading.
into 30 seconds. All I need.
Alright, well, if you show him, and he goes towards the door.
At that point, I fake a sneeze on him and kind of block the door sideways almost. I'm sorry. Oh my god, I'm not sure what happened right there. Something about the dust in this place. Do you have some kind of like servitor that comes through and cleans up here?
Reynold, show him to the bathroom.
I can imagine with his handkerchief out. No.
Caroline, you need 10 more seconds.
I start
10
dusting
seconds.
off his like embroidery. I'm like, no, let me clean you up first. I
He
take a
takes a
hanky
step
out of
back.
my jacket.
Carolines, you are done. You just need now to put the wires and stuff away and stuff like
I put the wires back as well as I can, as fast as I can, and then I shut it down so it forgets that I've been loading.
Make another tech use test. Plus 20.
Okay. For a smile upon me, please.
21.
Wow.
Bam,
62.
done.
Like a ghost shadow.
Easy life.
Reynolds, get him out of here.
When I take a position to stand between the door and Carolina, so there's a few extra seconds if needed.
As that's happening, I'm already making my way towards the door, and I wave my hand. Unlock the door.
Oh, I forgot it was locked.
At this point, the guy on the outside puts his hand on the door.
Unlock it.
Am I the one doing that? I'll do it then.
Good boy.
I unlock it just in time.
Oh, you kind of forgot about the unlocking. Make an agility test plus
Oh,
sleight hand test.
I'll help him out. Can I help him out?
You can't really
go
help
sleight
out
hand.
unlocking a door.
Now.
There you go. There you fail.
29 out of 18.
Oh.
Gotta let Garrett do it.
The door's stuck and then just opens. And Branda, you're there, holding a key. Sleight of hand check to get rid of the key and put it behind your back or whatever.
Dear God. Am I doing that then?
Want me to sneeze on him again? I'll sneeze on his ass again.
Can I sleight of hand just take the key and put it away so no one sees it?
Yes.
Nothing here. You see nothing.
It's easier for someone else to grab the key and hide it than it is for me to
It is.
hide it
It's
myself.
much easier.
Significantly easier.
I
19
was
versus
supposed to roll my
20.
perception against you as well, so... yeah, you got a 19, so where you go, whoop, and it doesn't look like he's noticed it from what you can tell. Sorry, these doors can stick sometimes. I've got Gerald here. Do you want to ask him a few questions?
Yes, though. I look at Caroline. It's do you need a moment?
Sorry, you look at Carolinus?
Sorry, Cassius. My bad.
Cassius is already a few meters away now, being led away towards the privy.
I am committed to the lie. I have to play this out.
That's fair enough. Of course, but our companion has been, he has been tasked. We're simply here as his servants.
Sure. Okay. Did you find anything that you wanted?
Find anything? Were we to be looking while you were away? We were awaiting your return.
Make a deceive check at plus 20.
No, social skills from somebody that's not the face. This never ends well.
I know. It all went so well. 45 ate it. This is not going to be any easier.
Just fart furiously and hope that he forgets his question.
38, 32. So close on both.
Okay.
Are you out of fate now?
To be fair, though,
can't.
he is to roll against you,
Double
so you don't know if he passed or failed by more margins than that, because he only failed by 1 degree. Sees a nod, still looking suspiciously at you. You're acting funny anyway. You're a little bit shifty. You're not used to being in question. Normally, Cassie deals with this.
Shifty git.
I don't trust someone who's got more than 2 arms.
Who wears a hood inside the house? He wears a hood inside the inside space.
Sure. Well, we'll discuss this further if you want. We can go get your friend. Do you want to wait here for him?
We can wait.
Okay. I'll leave you with Gerald, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Then I'll just go sort some things.
Are you certain you wish to leave?
Can you get me a kebab if you're
will
going?
be here shortly, and if he has any further queries, it may
If
be
you need me, just
frustrating if he has to
send
find you.
Gerald. He can find me.
Of course.
Yes, sir? Okay. And he walks off.
And is the door left open?
Yeah, the door's left open, and Gerald's just standing there with you.
Staring at each other awkwardly.
Yeah, just kind of
Yeah, it's like
side-eyeing you.
If any of us talk, we're gonna fail our deceive rolls, so we're probably just better shutting up here.
I'm not talking. My optical mechadendrite, though, is very curious about him.
We can
Okay.
shoot the shit though. Like, hey, you had the kebabs from across the street. These things are tight.
Carolinus, Branda, Garrett, can you make me awareness tests? This won't matter right now, but I just need them in future. Cassius, as you're walking towards the privy,
They're gonna attack me while I'm trying to take a pee, aren't they? I'm gonna get jumped while peeing. Man, ain't that the way it always goes? Cowardly ass librarians.
the guy next to you sort of indicates the privy, walks into the toilet area, and then there's like a couple of stalls, and he's just like, well,
I go in nonchalantly. Does he follow me?
No, he just waits in like the
Okay, good.
hand basin area. And you just go
I got
in. and
performance
close the door.
anxiety. I got stage
Expect me to
fright.
come in and hold it.
I'll leave me
Yeah.
alone. So I don't know.
Okay.
I've
Just for
never gotten to
those
this
who,
point in an
well-
RP game before. I guess I go in and I pee. I RP.
Okay.
I guess.
You
So,
are
like,
PP.
unbutton.
I'll PP.
Cassius,
He
make
empties
me
a water bottle.
make me an awareness test based on hearing.
I thought you were gonna make me do an agility roll to see if I can hold it properly. Well, I got me pee all over
Just
the wall.
for the people who are listening to this after the fact, the awareness rolls that Garrett rolled was a 90 versus 50. Branda rolled a 40 versus 31, and I got 55 versus 70. Cassius got 42 versus 25.
Okay.
In other words, Carolinus was the only one to pass the test.
Cassius was peeing really loud, hard to hear anything else over there.
Yeah, I got power. Crack that porcelain.
Good God.
I'll blow that urinal cake in half. You don't even know. Just ah!
Have you seen those where they have like a soccer field as on the urinal thing, and the urinal
Let's not
cake
get
is a little
sidetracked
soccer
talking
ball?
about urinal
You have to
cake.
push it
no.
into the goal.
Or Futuro dying or pee or whatever you want to do.
God no.
So cool.
Every time I pee, it's like an episode of Dragon Ball Z. You guys just hate.
At which point, Cassius, there is suddenly a and bits of wood and metal from the toilet door spring inwards
This
as
has escalated rather
while I'm
swiftly.
peeing.
bullets spray through into the back of you.
What kind of dishonorable gits? Who shoots a man while his dick is out? This is
To be
not
perfectly honest,
acceptable.
that's like in the Torturer's Handbook 101.
This is the
Get them while
worst.
their dick is out. Best time
These
to get
people,
them.
man,
let me.
Jesus does not approve.
Space Jesus
There are
does not
rules.
approve.
There are rules and regulations for warfare. This is some sneakery right here.
You should just
So I hear
pretend
that
to
over the
pee.
bead.
You
Should
could
just take out a water bottle,
RPP.
you know?
He just rolled a 98 versus 50.
So
I'm gonna
he can't shoot
use.
himself in the foot.
I'm gonna use the group fate to reroll because that would be a jam.
The whole
Group
group's fate.
fate.
Wow.
Come on, 98. Come on.
Yeah! So that is.
Why are you so excited about shooting me while my dick is out? This is horrible.
Well,
3 degrees
This is one
success.
of EE's fantasies, okay? Don't deny him this. He needs this.
2, 3, 3 degrees success. So you get shot in the 33, which is the torso,
Well, that's fine as long as it's not the
right
groin.
arm, leg.
No,
so it's
that's
about
groin.
hip area, like.
Groin
okay,
is
I
in
need
danger
to-
right now. Let's hope they don't do much damage.
Right, that's 1d10 plus 3.
His CK2 sheet now has a little castrated icon on it.
No. I need that.
You are now a eunuch.
I'm
It
a
still
nobleman.
He still has
All the
lust-
desire, none of the capability.
He still has lustful, but now it's castrated.
Damn
On the
it.
plus
God.
side, we've been joking about it, but Robo Dick is now the only option you have.
Yeah, if you shoot my dick off, I swear to God, I will kill your bard so quickly in D&D. You won't make it through the first episode.
You take 7 points of damage to the penis. 8 points of damage to. You take 7 points of damage to the torso. You take 8 points of damage to your right arm, and you take 5 points of damage to your
the
right
penis.
leg.
Okay, so all of that is reduced by 6. So I take 1, 2, and 5 was the last one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well done.
Okay.
The shot to the crotch.
Actually,
bounced off
sorry,
the cod
all of
piece.
those reduced by 1 for the toilet door, so that should be a 6,
Oh, nice.
7, 4.
Well, I take 1 damage then.
To the right one.
To the
My
arm.
penis is like the oak's tree. Built so strong. I deflect bullets with it.
Yeah, so Carolina's
What the
Brenda,
All
Garrett,
those dick push-ups finally paid off.
you don't hear that, actually. Cassius, the sound of that got a gun was... It wasn't like bang, it's
Well,
obviously
my
silenced.
microbead is still open, and so
Yeah.
you hear, "They shot me in the dick!"
You had your microbead open while
Well-
peeing?
Yes,
Dude!
absolutely. This is
Didn't Carolina
Dude,
see it?
espionage.
we
What
give
if something
EE so
important
much of a
happens?
hard time for that.
Yeah, but that's real life. That's different.
Didn't
Yeah.
Carolina's is here though, because he rolled 55 out of 70.
It's
No,
official.
because the negative's implied for the silencer.
Okay.
And it's
I've
further
got to
away.
get a trait for this. I blocked a bullet with my wang. I've got to get a trait. You can invent it if you want, but I need something to add to my character sheet.
This is where Balls of Steel comes into play.
I'm just saying, Robo Dick +2 defense to that body part.
It can be a
plus
trait that does
dexterity.
nothing. I don't even care. I just want it annotated.
To
Put
be
it on the
fair,
character
you were
sheet.
facing away from the toilet door, so it's more
Probably
like
blocked
you
with your
got shot in the
buttocks, to be
buttocks. Yeah.
Fine.
So you've now got a bullet like lodged in your bum, but whatever. So,
Only barely though. 'Cause it was only one.
Yeah, it was
it's
only
kinda
barely,
Like half
like,
in and half out.
just there.
the tip. Just the tip.
but yeah, okay. So I need everyone, because you all heard that over the microbead, to roll initiative. I also need to get the map out. I had not planned on having a toilet on the map, so I will draw that.
Oh
You'll
god,
draw the toilet. Yes.
you're literally hurting me, Islaf. My ribs hurt, EE. My ribs hurt.
All right, just go roll initiative. God.
Why do you do
You
this?
need a map to roll initiative on.
We can just click our characters though. It's fine.
But no, they need a new map, so they won't take it across, I think.
Oh.
I'm just putting this
library.
out there that Carolinas will medicate your ass if he has to because you're his friend, but this is not something he wants to do, and it's
No,
not
it's my
something he'll let
dick.
you live down for a very long time.
You gotta fix my wiener. This is what friends are for. You're the combat medic. Fix my wiener.
No? You'll have a mechadendrite wiener.
He'll have a robo ferret wiener.
Hopefully it's not as inquisitive as yours.
Okay, it's not showing my recent upload, so I can't get the library map. Let me just switch computers. It's over here.
Oh, this fucking episode.
I know, what happened? It started with drugs and now I've been shot in the ass while peeing. It's taken a turn.
Just for a book.
I know. On the plus side, I mean, you could have a heavy lifter mechadendrite. It's about 2 meters long. And it gives you strength advantages and everything. It can anchor you to things.
Wait, what you're saying is you want him to get a heavy lifter wang?
Why not? If you're gonna sin,
could-
you may as well.
It could have a grappling hook on it too, so like kapow! And then I could just take it wherever I want to go.
Someone's getting away in the car, you just crotch thrust, grappling hook to the boot, just
I
being
might
pulled
need some
along.
spinal reinforcement for the whiplash.
This has gone
just
somewhere very,
rips-
very
it just
bizarre. I'm gonna go
rips-
get a drink while you draw this map.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
It
gonna do
rips
the
the
same thing.
pelvis right out
My
the
God.
body.
I feel like this modification is going to reduce our subtlety somewhat.
You think?
2 meters long.
EE, your team has abandoned you.
Cassius Caligo will be known throughout the sector. For various reasons.
All right,
dear, oh
Brander,
dear.
let's get out of here. This run is bonkers. Let's leave.
Okay,
Plus side, you'll
right.
probably have mad props with any Mechanicus. If he wants to seduce any fine Mechanicus ladies or men, you know, I'm not going to judge him. That's got to be reputation bonus right there.
Well, Carolinus is the one who's insisting that he gets the metal wang. Pretty sure there's some incentive there.
Yes, because I'll like leave like a program in there so I can command it to choke him if he ever gets on my nerves. Imagine that, dead by choked by own wang. That'll be on his
Death by
epitaph.
snoo.
Oh dear, this conversation is so weird.
Why has the map got numbers on it? I'm
Because
confused.
I got it off the internet.
Plagiarism. Where's the citation?
It's meant to be used
State your
for
sources.
role-playing
State your
anyway.
sources.
Also, we didn't have
All
a
the numbers
source.
are 2, except 1, 3, and a 1.
This is going to go so well.
I got dibs on number 2.
You're drawing the toilet.
I'm
Yeah,
going
I
to draw
for
a
4
toilet.
seconds, and you guys are talking about number 2s, and you
I
say
can't
I'm
click on
the
my
crass
character.
one.
I can't click on my character.
Wait, what? You
Is
can't
there
click
a
on your
character?
character?
I don't see a character. You click on. Or,
We're at the
is
bottom.
this much
Yeah,
bigger
at the
than I
bottom.
thought?
Yeah, this place
That's
is
what
Oh.
she said.
gigantic. Yeah, these
I
toilets were
zoomed
built
out because I
for
thought the map was
Terminators.
tiny.
Toilet stall.
So a question:
Toilet stall.
how did they know where to shoot? Do they have cameras in the bathroom? Do they have cameras in the bathroom?
Well, no,
Took
I
you
assume
watched
they
you
know
go in.
where the urinals are.
So they just
They
sprayed
work
all of
here.
them, or do they do mine specifically? Because
No,
I
no,
don't
they
like
don't.
being
They don't need
observed while
urinals. They just have
peeing.
toilet stalls here.
All right,
It's easier. They don't need to have cleaners so often.
you were taking a fancy wee. You were sitting down and everything.
I was not sitting down.
No,
I
he
was
was not sitting down.
peeing into the toilet. There was no sitting down.
Are you
Did
sure?
they have-
You are
You're
a noble.
embellishing. You are
See-
embellishing.
You
sir.
are a noble.
Sir. I will remove these gloves, sir.
You guys underestimate the all-seeing eye. Okay, that's in the bathroom too. They know exactly what he's doing in there.
God, I'm accidentally shifting the entire map around.
Just
library
remember,
is
chat,
moving.
that is no canon. Cassius pees while sitting down.
No, it was not. I never declared that. You're role-playing my character for me. This is railroading. I thought I was
You're
at a
supposed-
urinal. Therefore, I was standing up peeing into the toilet. Sloppily, I might add. Sloppily, because I'm a nobleman. And that's what we do.
Definitely know you've been shot.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to pee straight for quite some
That's
time.
true.
The
I
aftermath
figured
of
I was
this fight
standing
will
and I
be
was
interesting.
peeing, and the bullet hit me, and so I probably sprayed everywhere while I was falling backwards with my pierced ass.
Blood one way, pee the other way. It wasn't good.
Cassius pierced ass Caligo, the 12th.
Oh God. Right.
Kill the
Anyway,
attackers.
We're buying you time, EE. We're buying you
I
time.
know.
I know. Thank you.
Why are there
I mean-
so many wooden tables inside the bathroom?
What?
I'm not gonna judge.
What?
I'm
Why
assuming
the
they're
bath-
like shoes tables.
Like, there's like a stockade in here, it looks like.
Where are you looking?
Let me zoom out a little further. Maybe that's the problem. What's up with all those benches on that other side? Is that like with the sauna area?
I'm gonna just reduce the scale by a little bit.
Do you see the long corridor that's at the south of the map? Oh well, it was there, and you were in like a toilet stall. This tiny little place.
Miles away from everyone.
Oh, so you guys are outside. I got you. This isn't a bathroom map. This is a
No,
library
we're all
map.
in the bathroom. We are all in the bathroom right now. We're watching.
I wish
pee.
that you were. I
I'm
wish
not-
that you were.
No, actually, the scale's about right there.
I still can't click on my character.
Your character's up top left, not down there. That was a mistake, and I can't remove it because the map's in the way.
Well, you can't remove.
We are professional, everyone.
I can. I just have to delete the map and start again because it's put it on a higher layer.
What I wouldn't give for some like an intermission, you know, the curtains, draw up the lights, get a little bit brighter. Some people start walking around with like refreshments, some snacks.
I would
Can we have the
I would
ice
give
spoons with the wooden
anything.
spoons?
Oh yeah, there's still some really old school
are so
theaters
good.
in
Oh.
where I used to live in Wales. I used to do that. It was like the highlight
Every-
of going to the theaters. Like
Every time I went to a Giants game, I'd always get one of those. It's just a chocolate malt, and it came with a little wooden spoon. It was yummy.
Did you get the garlic fries too? The garlic
Fuck
fries.
yes.
Yeah.
Fuck yes, those are amazing.
And they come with
Okay.
the chicken strips too. Oh, they're so good.
Right. Roll initiative.
Yay!
I am initiating. You know we're on the map twice, right?
Yeah, ignore the ones over to that side because I can't remove them.
Hey, which one is the real Brander?
The ones that have the names under them.
I'm zoomed out still. I didn't see.
Where am I
Oh,
at?
Garrett.
Bottom
Where-
left.
where-
Wow,
at the
the
bottom.
reflexes on there, my lord.
Scroll all the way down. You'll see yourself.
Oh, dude, I'm so far away.
Yeah, you're dead.
I'm definitely not helping with this
There we
combat.
go. That's some better initiative.
Yeah, but you got your own librarian to deal with, and he shot you in the buttocks. In the buttocks.
In the
You
buttock.
can show the president.
In the buttock.
Did you catch the bullet?
Yeah, I caught it between cheeks.
To be fair,
And then-
if you can't get back here and help with this fight, then you are officially worse than Forrest Gump.
I have 2 agility, man. I move like 4 squares on a turn.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, but see, if you get shot in the buttocks, then you get ice cream cones and lovely nurses.
Cassius
So
does
13,
like lovely
7,
nurses.
10, and 9.
Ah, yes.
Let me just pull out my character sheets.
Now, remember, EE, when someone dies, don't just delete them off the board, because if you do, you almost always delete the wrong one, and then you lose that person on the initiative queue.
Yes, sir.
Just move them to the side.
Yes,
just drag
sir.
them up.
Well, is it that when you delete like any one of a generic group, all
No,
their
it's when,
initiatives
it's when
disappear?
you delete one who's got the initiative, because I only make initiative rolls for one of them.
Ah,
So just to be on the safe side, just drag them off to the side so we can forget that they were there.
Yeah. Right, I have got agility bonuses of... Okay.
Lieutenant
Initiative.
Brander, do you want some ice cream?
Yes, I approve of this low initiative. I mean, it's not as low as mine, but
the arch librarian.
Garrett,
He's just a librarian that works inside of an arch. That's all that it is.
Okay,
I thought it was a dome.
Shut up! Can you tell me what's going on? Like, what? I thought we were in a closed room. This doesn't look like a closed room.
You were outside the closed room, off to the side. So effectively the closed room, if I draw it on the map for you, because you just came out, draw shape, map. Doop, 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 doop. That'd be the
oh, whoa,
closed
whoa,
room
whoa,
you're
whoa,
in.
whoa, whoa! Don't just casually use dupe. That
Okay.
is a very
It'll
dangerous
echo
weapon.
across the universes.
Right, what are you doing?
Okay, free action since quick draw. I'm gonna pull out my las pistol. Sorry, las
Sure.
pistol.
Apparently the roll camera's broken, according to Mace.
Oh, I see it.
Fix it.
Done.
And I'm gonna move to the right, and I'm gonna take a shot at the librarian, which is just north of Brander. And I'm gonna do. Let's see, how close is that? That's close enough for the +10 for close range, right? For a pistol? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you can use the meter rule to check. It's 4 meters. You could actually
Excellent, then.
you could be point blank if you want. Get to 3 and
I
you'll get
don't-
plus 30.
No, that's okay. I think I'm accurate enough without that. I'd like to do the high roll damage though, which is what the 3 times. What's it called?
Is it hot
For
shot,
the-
or is he talking about
No,
maximum
no,
setting?
not the max setting. Thank you.
Yeah. So that'll cost you 4 shots. And does plus 2 damage plus 2 pen, doesn't it?
For the last pistol, yeah.
Yeah. Semi-auto?
Yep.
Okay, go for it.
What is that? Is it just +10?
So with plus 10 for single shot. Oh, no, you're using plus 10 for close.
Not
yeah,
single
yeah,
shot.
not single shot.
Right.
Are you aiming?
Yeah, that way I don't have to do called shot. But yeah, aiming.
Yeah, so you've got plus 20. Yeah,
Ouch.
guy's gonna try and dodge.
41 versus 80 for those who are listening.
He cannot dodge. Oh, he can. Wait, he can dodge. Aha! No,
He's
he
like the
cannot.
wind. for
Chat's
those-
like, so are these librarians even hostile? Or are you just murdering
What?
every librarian in sight now that I got shot in the dick?
Well, he
Dude,
says he
someone
got
just shot our bro in the dick. That's it.
I'm not.
This is scorched
I'm not
earth.
asking questions now.
Roll damage. You hit him 2 times. That's a max on the last pistol.
Friends don't let friends
Right.
get shot in the dick. That's
That's
just,
a good point, though.
That's an unwritten
for
rule.
people listening, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4 librarians that are near the main group and the arch librarian.
Yeah.
But then you have Cassius all by himself in the turd room with 1 more librarian.
Yeah.
The water closet, if you will.
So just a heads up, this roll is what, 5? It's exact same as my degree of success, so that's fine. And then it's +2 and also +2 penetration.
So 12 damage, 2 pen to the arm,
Yeah.
and then roll again for the next hit, which I believe is torso. 14 pen 2. Okay, let me just check what armor they're packing. Yeah, that rips through their effectively very light armor, which is heavy robes. And yeah, the first shot takes a chunk out of his arm, and like basically his bicep turns into a sort of gel kind of molten sort of lump of flesh and muscle. As he kind of staggers back, you just adjust your aim to the side and shot straight into the center of the chest. You hear the crack of the superheated sternum, and he topples backwards.
I'm gonna tell him the microbead 1 down, 4 to go.
That you can see.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be more. I know. You're gonna pull out some demons from the warp. I know.
Let's just get some exterminatus. It's
At this
quicker
point,
than this.
considering Cass
We're
just
in the
got shot
library.
in the bum, they might come out of that. If I was a psycho and I just got shot in the bum while I was peeing, there'd be all sorts of crazy thoughts going through my head.
1,
He's like, roll
2.
doubles, roll doubles.
3.
It's got to happen eventually. Like, it's a 1 in 10, and it still hasn't happened.
Okay, instead he's going to run full sprint down to here. Okay.
It's a full action, isn't it?
Yeah. Brenda.
All right. Do I have a shot on the librarian to the right, or do I need to move around?
No, these things in the middle are like solid walls.
Okay, so I've got to.
What kind of cover do the tables and benches offer?
Sort of maybe like a couple of points of wood. If you like crouch down.
So it's like half cover next time.
Basically, yeah, like at the moment, like it's just covering your leg. So if you get shot in the leg, it would give you cover.
Right, I'm gonna quick draw my 2 auto pistols. Not auto pistols, stub automatics. That's the one. Because I can do that now.
Okay.
And then I'm going to. I can't aim at him because he's hidden, can I? I
Which
was
one
going to
you
do an
targeting?
aim, then move and shoot.
You can do. I guess I'll let you do it at 1. So move and shoot with an aim.
All right, so if I just move up 3
Yeah.
and then shoot the guy, can I shoot with both pistols? Actually, if I do move and shoot, it's only 1.
It's only 1, I'm afraid, and yes, I think the ruling is you can only shoot with 1 weapon. I think that was in the errata. I'll have to check all the clarification rules.
It's
But,
with move and shoot. Though actually, I might just do a normal move and then just
Yeah,
fire both
okay.
without aiming.
Normal move and
Oh, side shooting as well. Brandon's getting all fancy here.
okay. So semi-auto,
Yo.
Yep.
close range,
I guess so.
dual wielding. So +10 -10.
So 0.
All right, so just 2 straight up rolls.
Nope.
Oh,
No.
there
Bullets.
goes my thunder.
Bullets flying over this guy as he's like, I haven't acted yet.
I scared the crap out of him.
Cassius, you're currently unzipped.
Oh wait, did we skip the arch librarian?
No, he moved.
Oh, he moved.
You couldn't do
Oh,
anything.
I'm sorry. Gotcha.
Here's the question: is it a half or full action to zip up?
I call it half action.
I say,
Don't
be a
zip up,
man. You
come
just
on.
kick that door open without even
I
zipping
pee
up.
with the door open. I say feast your eyes. That door is still open.
Then you wouldn't get the 1 point of damage reduction.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
To be
if
fair,
it's worth
it's kind of the hinges, so like it swings back anyway, unless you like keep it open.
Can I smite through the door and get him?
Yeah, you can smite through the door.
I'm gonna smite through the door. I'm not even gonna waste an action. Put my.
For smite, though?
Pun?
Don't you need line of sight for smite?
You can just about see through the holes in the door where large chunks have been like. 'Cause it's not a particularly strong door. Large chunks have come out. Like you can see him. There's just enough door there to provide the 1 point of cover, but you can see the guy to smite him. So feel free to go.
Is
cast.
there any kind of
Smite.
willpower test for being, with your pants down when combat starts?
What fear?
Yeah.
To be fair, it's actually really hard to fight when you're naked.
I'm a man. I don't care about none of that.
Okay. Yeah, you smite. You smoked him with 2 degrees success.
Hooray!
You shot me in the buttocks while I was peeing.
What psi
I shall
rating was
smite
that?
thee.
Psi rating 2.
Yeah, so that's 2 hits, isn't it?
No, it's for every. I have to
Ah.
3, so it's 1, 3,
Okay.
5, 7.
Yeah, because
so I
it's
just
semi-auto,
put
not
one.
full auto. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so you whack him with lightning and it explodes out, hitting the door, shattering what remains of it.
Or
And
9 pen 4.
hits him in the left arm, which he's currently like holding this auto rifle with. That would go through his armor. He takes 7 points of damage. burn marks all down there, like part of his robes, like catch on fire a little bit and smolder. Yeah, he's not particularly pleased by that.
That'll be the last thing he was expecting. I was going to shoot this guy in the cubicle. Oh, I've been hit by lightning.
Yeah, by the way, the door is now just completely blown off its hinges, like bits of wood everywhere. Actually, that's reduced
Power
by
of
one for the door.
Stormwang.
So it only takes.
Are you
6
still like?
points.
Are you still peeing?
While I'm firing lightning at him? No. I assume that the terror of being shot in the ass caused all urine to suck back into my body.
Oh God, don't.
No, you're still peeing, and the urine's
Stop
conductive,
peeing.
so. That was a
Can I
half
use
action,
my biggest
right?
lightning rod? Yeah.
Are you saying he's gonna get some splashback from this attack?
You've got another half
Just like,
action. Do you want to zip up?
Sure.
So you like lightning this guy, he recoils, and then you just zip up casually? Okay.
I think he's
Uh,
noble. He's
good.
probably got fancy pants with buttons.
And for all the commoners that we bid, it's just got easy
Yeah.
access with the 4 buttons in the front. I can just drop it real quick. And then I'd be like,
Zippers
oh,
are
thank you,
heretical, man.
midwife. And then I put it back up, and then we go about our business.
Oh dear, what have we
Zippers
created?
are heretical.
Uh-huh.
You did this, EE. Just remember, this is from your mind.
Yeah, you could have let me get done peeing before you shot me. I'm just going with this.
Okay, well, he's just gonna be like, well, screw you. He just, like, hand still burnt. Point blank,
At
plus
least my
30.
dick's not out anymore.
Minus 10, but he's gonna aim plus 10, so it's a plus 30.
This is probably really gonna hurt.
That was a... No, I need to reroll that. It's not 300.
What was the target?
330.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
What was the target?
Yay! Not
Okay,
quite-
I'm using my last group of group fate.
Even worse.
Yes, jam.
This guy has
Oh
luck.
man, he goes, click.
I look back at him and I smile and I draw my sword.
Oh my
No,
God!
you
I thought
can't
were
draw
gonna
a
say,
sword.
"Drop my
You have to do
pants."
that in your go, but yes.
So
From a
bad.
93 to a 95.
Good use of fate.
It's gonna
Yeah.
happen to us one day.
The Emperor protects my way.
Oh, wait, autoguns are reliable.
Oh, 98 only.
So it's not jammed.
Yeah, like it doesn't jam.
Let me double check. Are autoguns reliable? I'm fairly certain they are.
They are. So instead, the bullets spray past you, but he's still caught off balance, so they go impacting into ceiling tiles, glass in the like light bulb shatters.
Okay, so I look at him like, really? Because we're like 3 feet away from each other.
Yes. Right, other librarians. Gonna fire at Cassius. Actually, no, just fire at Cassius from where you are. That way you can have full auto, minus 10, plus 10 aim.
No. Autoguns are not
Interesting.
reliable.
Really?
It's autocannons that are reliable.
Okay, yeah, it jams.
Oh.
I remembered thinking it was autoguns, and then I remember thinking,
Yeah.
oh no, actually it's not. It's
It's
the one
because you
down
quoted
below."
me
Yeah.
a while ago that it was reliable, which is why I remembered. So, yeah, it does
You're-
jam. But yeah, Librarian's going to take a shot at you, Carolinus. Which is going to be totally, like, useful. I'm sure this will hit. Plus 10 for aim, minus 10, plus
What range is
10
it?
for
It's an auto
What would
range.
these-
Yeah.
Are these guys making any noises, or are they just kind of walking around silent?
This librarian just... he seems pretty decently trained. He doesn't shout anything as he does this. Raise the auto gun and bullets miss Carolina's, just sort of flying over your head, impacting books behind you. There's a spray of bits of leather and, like, parchment. This one is going to crouch down behind the table and take
Which
aim at
one's this
Brenda.
Can you ping it?
There we go.
Thank you.
He's going to... gonna semi-auto you, Branda. So that's plus
Alright.
10 for close range, and that's it. Because he didn't aim. Yes, you are hit with 1 bullet in the left arm, doing...
I will
Oh,
try
okay.
dodging.
Yeah, give it a try.
Are there any modifiers for this?
No.
Right.
Whoa.
92 out of 48.
You dodged into the bullet.
Well done.
I trip over the
very proud
table
of
next to me.
9 damage to the left arm.
Ooh, okay.
These auto guns don't have any penetration, do they?
Nope.
Okay.
That is 4 wounds taken.
Yeah, a bullet
Think.
rips into your arm, and mostly it's deflected by the strength of your armor and your sheer toughness, but it does take like a big cut out the side of your arm as it deflects past you. This one's going to move up to here. And at this point, another librarian moves up to here that you can see.
They're everywhere.
Of course they are. We're in a library.
Carolinus!
What part of library did you think was not going to involve librarians?
They're in the walls.
Oh no. Can I quickly get a confirmation? How much of an action and how is charge used?
I believe charge is a full action, but you get to attack as part of it.
Right, and how far can you move with a charge?
It should
4
say on your character
meters.
sheet, I believe.
It's like 4 or 6 meters or something like that.
You have to charge a minimum of that to be able to get the charge.
Yeah,
But it
minimum.
is-
I'm sorry.
But it is a minimum of 3 meters or 4 meters to charge.
9 meters.
But then it's 3 times your
is
agility
the
bonus. So yeah, for you it's 9.
Question.
But it's
though.
9 meters, but the last 3 or 4 has to be in a straight line. Is
Yeah.
that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can go around a corner as long as the last 3 or 4 are a straight line
Yeah.
towards the target.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, you could probably charge that guy.
Yeah, would that be all right?
Yeah.
Right, and what's the effect of charge? Because I've not done it before. I just
You
need
get
to
a plus
quickly get
20 to hit, I believe.
Okay, well, it's just a melee attack though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty, and it's a full action to ready a gun if I don't have quick draw.
Half action to ready a gun that is... Sorry, to draw a gun that is readied. If it's not readied, it takes full action.
Like I've basically got it under my robes on my belt, sort of thing.
I'd say that's still in a holster, like it's ready enough. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, then, well, let me just have a quick look at my character sheet. My ballistic skill versus my weapon skill. So it's a half action to pull out my gun, and
Just charge the
would
fool.
be-
You got this.
yeah, but I'm checking if my hand cannon would be the better option, a higher chance of hitting.
Well, put it this way:
let's
people with
see.
auto guns can fire at you if you're not in combat. If they're in combat, they cannot fire an auto gun at
Yeah.
you.
Exactly. That's one thing that's going through my mind. But what constitutes as short range? Like what percentage of the distance? Half distance, is it?
Half distance.
And at short range, you get a +10.
Yes.
Okay.
What are you
In
gonna do?
terms of the best tactical way of doing this, but Brandon's just got shot in the arm. Is that right? And it's
Yeah.
clear because he's
Yeah.
out in the open.
Yep.
Okay, I'll charge him since it'll take one enemy out of the ability to try and attack
Sure.
Brando.
You don't have a weapon
statistically
drawn,
speaking-
so you just charge
I'm
him.
going to use my Medicaid Mechadendrite, which I can use as an attack.
Sure. Can it do that and do the reaction attack in the same turn?
Let me double check. I can use it as reaction. Yes, I can
But
use
I'm just
either a
wondering
half
if
action.
you wanted to
or
attack with that
action.
and then you want to do an unarmed attack, you could probably do both. But I think you have to choose whether you want to do whichever with the medical.
Oh, right. I can only use it once. Is there
Yeah,
like
I think
a
it
rule
says
that
you can use it as this or this rather than this and this.
Ah, right.
Just like you can only react once per turn, right?
Okay.
Once per
so
round.
what stats is an actual just physical punching attack then?
I believe it would be something like it would do 1 plus your strength bonus, I think. I'll double check for you if you choose to roll.
Yeah, I'll go for my regular attack then. Just my
Okay.
strength. So for that, I roll weapon skill +20. Is that right? For
Or
the
you can hit
charge?
with a data slate.
I'd rather not waste my data slate.
And it's been upgraded by Jakiro. It's got
I know.
like hidden weaponry in it.
One day I'll press a button and out will pop some sort of taser. That'll be great.
You know what? I'm just going to call it 1 plus strength bonus for the moment.
Okay. Well, we don't even know if I'm going to hit yet.
Oh yeah.
17 plus 47.
Yeah, you do. Right, I'm gonna try and do... I can't do a dodge, so yeah, he gets hit as you come flying forwards running, just like, I don't know what to do. Whew, poof, you punch this guy straight in the nose, and it breaks.
Is there any bonus to damage from a charge, or anything like knocking them prone, or anything like that?
I don't believe so. I believe that the
That'll just be
additional
4
success
damage.
would normally help, though, but since you don't roll.
So you don't roll damage here. You just take the 4 degree success.
1 plus a strength bonus, I think.
Oh, okay.
That's a shame. But yeah, my strength bonus is 3.
Okay, so that's 4 damage the guy takes, minus his toughness.
But we don't know where it went. Do we?
Oh, where did it go?
Oh, 17.
17, so 71, so leg. You run forwards, and instead of punching you go to punch him in the face, and he's like, huh! And instead you just go and you kick him in the side of the knee.
No, I definitely go for the punch, because my arms are made of metal, my legs are made of flesh.
Okay.
So I'm just running up, and he starts to recoil, so I just start to come to his skin, and then just sweep my leg around and pound him in the pelvis.
Okay.
Doink.
He sort of kneels back, sort of groans in pain as you punch him there. He takes.
Also, I'm now ducking down, so Brandon should have my head.
He takes 0 points of damage. Because
I knew that was gonna
armor,
happen.
toughness.
Yeah. Wouldn't I?
Um,
But if I don't roll, I can't have Righteous Fury at all. Is that right?
You know what? We'll make it 1d2 then.
Okay.
But it would
So
still
I'll
need
roll-
to be a 10 on a d10. So roll a d10, and effectively a 6 and above is a 2. Oh, actually, what? Unarmed is 1d10, pen 0 with primitive 7. So
Look at what I just rolled. I
it
just
is
rolled a 10.
Okay, so that's only 7 damage because of primitive, plus
But
3,
doesn't that count as Righteous Fury?
but it still counts as Righteous Fury.
Oh my
I
god.
was so
So-
angry that he just shot my.
You just
my-
run around the
my
corner, sprinting, and you run forwards, and you do this sort of like you dive into a kneeling position and bring your like arm forwards and just like elbow this guy right in the pelvis. You do 10 points of damage. In addition, you also do a random effect from the critical hit table, which against mooks is an instant kill. And you slam it in, and he folds around you. You snap his pelvis in half with this elbow, and there's just a sheer sound of and the sound of what sounds like a concrete bollard snapping as you go straight through the top head of his femur and also
See,
the
this
side
is
of his
what
pelvis.
happens when people shoot my friends in the dick. I tried to punch them in the dick. I missed, but I got more or less the same effect.
I
Yeah.
appreciate your fury. I appreciate it. Thank you.
It's okay.
That
More
More
Bro,
importantly,
guy-
my
guy-
dick
hell.
appreciates.
Do
More
you
important.
shout anything amazing as you're punching through this guy's pelvis?
I'm more of a doer than a talker. I probably just scream.
Carolinas, you
Brenda's looking
notice, though,
slightly embarrassed.
when you do this, the guy, like, he doesn't die instantly. There is a moment, like a few seconds of like extreme pain. He sighs and looks almost happy.
Doesn't get much action in Librarian. I mean, this
That's
counts.
true.
Doesn't matter hand sex. Not quite,
You
but it's close enough.
activated my happy spot.
It's
Garrett.
not a sexy job. The robes are not appealing.
Garrett, okay. Garrett's going to move up to this full cover wall near Carolinus.
They should have to do a fear check. They just watched me punch someone in the pelvis to death.
And
They normally,
take
if
a
it was
shot.
normally, they would, but not now.
Oh, that was satisfying.
And take a shot at the librarian on the far, far east. I'll point to it.
You're gonna have to shoot through.
Can we
You
that.
not
have
see
to
that?
shoot through Carolinus. Like, he is peeking around the wall occasionally, but Carolinus is in the way, and it's only you can only just see a little bit of him as he peeks round.
Fuck it, let's do it. How do we do this?
You can call your shot to say, "I will shoot when Carolinus moves," if you want.
Sure, I can do called shot all day.
It's not really a cool shot; it's a hell of a shot. Yeah, you shoot when Carolinus moves. Okay.
Okay.
Arch-Librarian. How far
I feel for
is
Brand.
it?
Librarian is thinking.
Runs
Processing.
around to Brand.
Processing.
Oh dear.
And you notice
Whoa,
that
he can-
now he's back. He has retrieved. He's got some plate armor over the top of his chest of some sort of ceramic composite, and he's retrieved a great big chain axe, which he's
Whoa.
revving furiously.
I'm kind of glad I'm stuck in the bathroom.
I want it so bad. Do not get hit by this, Brandon, because there are certain places from which I cannot bring you back. That chain axe can send you towards them.
Are you seriously suggesting that your team member not get hit? This is your suggestion.
Yeah. It worked for Miss Miyagi, it'll work for me.
As a reminder, don't die.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm going to remind you what happened in the first session when I got hit by a massive two-handed chain weapon. Just, keep that as a reference.
You're not dead.
I want to point out that this thing does a lot more damage than that chain weapon.
He did like 17 pence
Brenda.
to me. It was terrifying.
Trust me, a chain axe does more.
I don't know if it's, I could try moving and shooting again. But he'll just keep chasing, but I guess it'll give me time.
Oh, question out of character here. If I'm holding my action until Carolinus moves, does that mean I get 2 actions in a row because I'm next on the turn order? That sounds crazy.
Yes, because your action takes place before the end of the turn, and then you turn. It's you.
Okay.
I could just shoot him with both pistols and hope that it does a lot of damage, and then I dodge.
Downside is he's moved this turn, so it would be a -20 to ballistic skill against him. He used a run action.
Oh. I think I might run away then.
Is he in combat yet? Because the guy hasn't engaged him.
Yeah, he's in combat, because he got into combat range. But
this is his kill zone. Yeah,
he didn't get to attack.
Disengage, he gets a free attack, right?
Yeah, unless you spend your entire action disengaging.
Oh.
Yeah, you do not want to be hit by that thing at all. If he hits you...
It could be chainsword time, though. You guys could have a chain war.
He did run, so it's plus
parry.
20 to hit him with a weapon skill attack.
Well, it's annoying because I could fire both pistols at him now, and then...
But you have a chainsword. Chainsword.
I'm going to have to push you,
No,
Branda.
2 pistols is good.
I don't want to influence you one way or another because you might die and then it'll be my fault.
GM's pushing you.
Branda.
I'm gonna try the pistols thing. I'm gonna fire both of them at him.
So you get...
I'll aim and fire.
Okay, so you get a +10, -10 for dual pistols. You also get then -20. So it's a flat -20 now.
This is semi-automatic.
Yeah.
Come on, roll Righteous Fury.
Oh,
Wow, 18 versus 26.
1 hit. Okay.
Okay, 1 hit.
26.
That's a hit in the 81. That's a leg. He's gonna take it. He's not gonna dodge.
That confidence worries me.
Sure. Roll
he
damage.
doesn't give a damn. He's like, shoot me, I don't care.
Oh wait.
You have
if you're shooting in combat, do you get your bonus degree of success because you are a navalman?
Oh yeah, I do. I think, close quarter discipline plus 1 degree of success on ballistic tests.
Wow, nice.
When what? What's the condition? Because it doesn't apply to
At
melee.
point blank or short range or in melee.
Or in melee. Okay, then bam. That's an extra degree of success. That's 2 hits. He is going to dodge if it's 2 hits. Dodge.
I really hope I, shoot off the arm that is holding the gun. Not the gun, the axe.
You're shooting him in the leg.
You hit the leg.
Oh, of course.
He failed to dodge.
You might fall over.
Arm, torso. Yeah, so the damage was 11. And then torso. Roll me damage for that.
Goes to 11.
On 10? No.
6. The 6-1 against his torso. Poof, stopped dead by the armor and his toughness. The 11 to his arm, however.
Wasn't it his leg?
Oh, sorry. 11 to the leg. 11 to the leg would be...
That poor right leg.
He's not going to make it. He's going to have a limp. He's going to be like me.
He takes 4 points of damage. As the bullet sort of tears through his flesh and hits him solidly in the hamstring. Ugh.
Hamstring? Bloody hell. That's debilitating.
Yep,
It
there
doesn't
goes
go
his
that
football
far
career.
in, but it's deep enough that it's hampering his ability a little bit. He looks at Brandon and glares at him. You will be a good offering to the prince. He will reward us for your flesh.
Not today, heretic.
Look at Brandon said, not today, heretic.
We'll
While pointing
see.
2 guns at
I
him.
have killed
Put down those
everyone
pop
else
guns
before.
and duel me like a man.
Don't let him appeal to your manliness like that. Shoot him again. Indiana Jones that bitch.
Shoot him in the wiener.
That is
Yeah, but
what
he only
when
did
the
that because
turn
he had
comes
violent
around I will do.
diarrhea.
Okay, Cassius.
Oh, I'm up again?
Yeah.
Alright, so I draw my blade, and I think I'm going to finish this one up close and personal. I don't get to stab people very often.
Click, 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 click.
So I step into melee, and I just do a normal attack, because I think all-out attack requires my entire turn. Does a move count as an action?
Yeah. Can't
yeah.
action.
Okay, so I just get him with a single attack, so I should have a plus 20,
Oh,
plus
is it a
10.
free action for you to draw your sword, is it?
Yeah, because I got it in the little slingy thing that I got out of my requisitions.
Okay, so yeah. You could technically charge him if you walked away and came back.
There was no more room for me to walk away.
True.
I
Okay.
think I was ugly.
Yeah, you'd have to go
because the
past
toilet's
him.
right there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. You just make an attack roll.
No!
Oh.
Stop
Do you
baiting it.
even, do you
Fate
even have
hassle.
any fate? Do you even
I
have
This is
fate?
last.
I think I have. Let me see here. What do I have
I
left?
think
It
he's
says
got
I
one
got
point
2 left.
2 left.
I've got
okay.
1 point.
61
No.
fails.
Oh,
Reroll 42. It says on my screen
Oh.
62.
Yeah, it
dice
says
roll-
42 versus 60, and it says 62 on my screen as well, but the roll
Yeah.
says 42.
This is why you need
So
like
pretty-
swift attack. That'd be more hits. But yeah, you hit him.
So,
Roll damage
3 success.
in the left arm. You really hate his left arm.
His
Just
left
saying.
arm is coming off. Let's see here. Take your payment, Anna Maria.
11 pen 2. Yeah. You just slice, like you draw at the same time as you go an attack from Preem, which is a very difficult attack, but you pull it off. You go whoop like that, and then you also bring it down again in a normal sort of overhead slice. You go initially first through his forearm, cutting it wide open, flesh peels away, and then down again as he reels back in pain, and the second attack just cleaves through his arm, and he collapses, gasping on the floor. Make a awareness check. No, it's fine.
I flicked the blood off my blade. I don't want it messing up my mono edge.
Is it easy to mess up a mono edge?
I don't really know.
Take some care of it, but if you do, it's fine. Right, so this librarian is going to be shooting at... Ooh, hello, something changed there. At Carolinus. It's going to have to be a full auto spray and pray. It's the only way for Carolinus to get hurt.
It's true. It is known.
So short range, minus 10. Aim, plus 10, minus 10 for full auto, so that's just a plus 10.
I moved really fast in my attack. Would it not be minus 20?
No.
Because I moved.
Only
The charge
you did a
action, so
charge, not a run.
Oh.
Unfortunately,
God,
he
these
misses you.
dice. The dice showed 33, but it says 73 in the chat.
93 verse 40.
This guy is going to walk, and then he's going to fire at Garrett. He's going to do a single shot, because unfortunately he moved.
So does this count as full cover where I am, or not at all?
You didn't see crouch or anything, and you didn't take an action to crouch or
No.
anything, so your legs
No.
will be covered by the desk, but other than that, no.
Okay.
So it's plus 10 for single shot, plus 10 for short range. That's a hit. Do you want to dodge?
Oh, of course.
Okay. No. Okay, so that hits him in the
Damn.
chest.
76 verse 60 for those listening.
My bloody chest.
Righteous
Oh,
Fury!
Righteous
Mooks
Fury.
cannot confirm Righteous Fury. You take
Oh.
14 damage, however,
Phew.
to the chest.
Ow, that's 6 damage. That hurts.
The bullet tears into you, penetrating through the armor, and actually going a good way into your rib cage before it stops, deflecting off one of your ribs. You probably cracked a rib there.
Ah!
Your sexy plate mail got damaged too. It was looking all gothic and badass till now.
Ah, it's a flesh wound.
And
Why can't
now
Mook say
that
Righteous
battle's
Fury?
been confirmed, this one sprints down and enters to find his friend. bloodied and in a heap on the ground in bits. And that's all his go because he's sprinting open the door. Carolinus.
Okay, I'm literally going to do the same thing I did last time. That is, I'm going to move up, and then I'm going to charge back down. So that would be 5 there. Okay. That'll be 4 there, which is enough. When I move up to give myself room to charge down...
You cannot take a go inside someone else's go, no.
Right, okay.
So I have to hold my turn until he's done with his turn?
Yes.
Gotcha.
It's okay, you can shoot, but you have to be into combat.
Can I get down to that one?
What is your movement for charge?
5 down there, 4 down there. It's 9.
That's fine.
Okay, so I'm gonna...
And remember, you don't need to move on top of him, you just move the square next to him, so you've got another meter, so yeah.
Right, okay, so yeah, I charge down and do exactly the same to this guy.
Go for it.
God, goodbye, pelvis.
Wow. The odds of me rolling that well again, so astronomically slim.
You can do it! I believe in you, Carolinas.
Don't say it like that, it makes me a little bit nervous.
As long as
Right,
it
so it's
doesn't
plus
make
20,
you
yeah?
horny.
With my
Yep.
weapon skill.
Oh, you're doing a single attack as well, by the way. It's been another plus 10,
yeah.
actually.
70. I'll fake
70. Okay, you've got 57 targets, so...
it, though. Yeah. That's actually not too bad.
No!
Wow.
74. No. The dice gods are not with you there.
Okay.
So, yeah, you go to attack him, and the guy sort of quickly ducks under your blow, having kind of been aware
I will,
of what you're gonna
however,
do.
immediately... Well, actually, yeah, I was going to use my reaction immediately to try and attack him with my mechadendrite.
Go for it. So as he sort of whiffs to duck below your fist, the mechadendrite over your back goes and tries to attack him.
You can use a reaction when it's your aggressive turn? I thought you
Well,
could only use it on
effectively
defense.
his turn ends.
I
You can't not in your turn, but it's effectively immediately after your turn you can go, I use my reaction. So
Oh, cool.
effectively there is no difference.
Are there any modifiers because it's basically a single attack for the mechadendrite?
As far as I know, the mechadendrite can only make a single attack. I think the rules say a mechadendrite can only make a single attack, because I don't think it's capable of doing anything else. So
Yeah,
it's just
no,
a
that's
flat
what I
roll.
mean, because it's a single attack, so I get plus 10 because it's a single attack.
I don't think so. I think it just makes like a flat attack.
Okay.
No,
48 versus 27.
not to be able to actually do much damage to him. Garrett.
Wow, righteous.
Bam.
My history
Okay,
of
so
righteous
this
fury
is going to be weird. This is going to be 2 attacks in a row. So hold on. First one's going to be against the dude on the far east.
Yeah, this is one against the dude in the far east. You're at short range, I believe, are you?
Yes, it's 13 meters and short range is
So
15.
plus 10.
So yes, we're going to aim first.
You can't. You have to. No, you can't because you have to hold just your action. I don't think you can hold the entire turn.
Oh, okay, you can't
So
hold
just
it.
be- Yes.
Okay, gotcha,
yeah, so-
gotcha.
It's like a snapshot.
Yeah.
So just plus 10.
So just plus the 10, because it's
Plus
a
10
semi-auto.
is going to be semi-auto, and we're going for max damage.
Yeah. You are emptying those clips fast, but they're doing so much damage. No.
Oh, fade it.
Oh.
Fade it.
I am fading that.
Okay, fading it.
There we
Yeah.
go.
There we
41
go.
versus 7.
Right
That is
there.
a 2 hit, one of which is the right arm, the next one of which is the torso. Yeah, the one against his right arm does
9 plus 2 pen.
So it's
couple
9
points
plus
of
2.
damage. Actually 9, yeah, that definitely does enough damage. The one against his torso has to go through the heavy oak table in front of him because he's crouched down behind it. However, it still does enough damage to go through. And there is, again, the crack of a broken sternum as it superheats, and the guy dies.
2 down into the microbead. And now I'm going to shoot at... Now
Before
now
the
it's a
next turn
fresh
takes place, I need to ask everyone. Effectively, you're pretty much near the end of the mission, but we are
Right.
up to our
I'm
time
good to
limit.
go a little bit.
You're good to go a little bit. Like, you can always skip the after show. I'm sure people won't understand if we actually get you in this rather than the after show if you need to go. But yeah, okay, cool. Right, so we're continuing on, people. Please remember to thank the cast for staying extra long. But yeah, right, Garrett. Go.
We are
All right,
benevolent
Garrett.
gods.
Shot number 2 against Mr. Librarian on the far west this time.
You just, like, dispatch this guy, flip around, and then aim shoot?
Aim, shoot. You got it, baby. So plus 20 this time. Is it? Let me check if that's short range. I think it is.
Yeah, I believe it is. I think it's like 13 meters. 11, okay, yeah.
It's actually
totally sure.
11. Perfect.
Oh, thank you, chat. Chat being really kind.
I know, chat's been nice to us today. Oh,
yeah,
there's another dead one.
that is totally semi-auto hits. That is the torso followed by the right arm.
Yeah.
They're rolling amazingly.
13 and 14 damage pen to each.
Yeah, so the first shot almost severs his arm, like large chunks of it just slough off in like melted flesh to the ground. And then the second shot hits him in the side of the rib cage, and you notice that there's a poof, almost light you can see like in his abdomen, like as the shot goes off, and he collapses backwards, the side of his chest blown out.
How many shots is the last pistol? It's 30.
Got the
isn't it?
bugger. It's 30, and every time I shoot, it's 4, so I'm down to 14, which is 3 more shots.
No, every time
on
you
the
shoot,
set.
you're firing 2 shots.
Yeah, you're firing 2
semi-auto.
shots.
Oh, it's 2 shots. Okay.
Yeah.
So 8.
You've used 24 so far,
Then
so you've got 2 shots left.
that's 2 shots, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no.
And I have to switch it off of semi-auto now. I can do single shot.
That makes it
I feel frightened for Branda.
Arch-Librarian.
I'm really hoping he misses or I dodge. I'm glad I have all my fate left.
Yeah, so we.
Harry.
You might have
Cassius,
to burn
tell
a
me
thing.
about all that attack, will you?
Oh,
Tell me about all that what? Huh?
What does all that attack do?
What does all what attack do?
All that attack.
All out attack.
Oh, all out attack. It's plus 30 to your hit chance, but you can't parry or do anything else on your turn.
And Branda's like.
Here's a question.
Is it only single
can you-
attack?
Maybe if I'm smaller in real life, I'll be a smaller target in the game.
Can you mix that with swift attack? Can you do that?
Don't think so.
No.
What do you think? No, okay. Yeah.
All out attack is your entire turn. You can't move, you can't do anything else. Ooh.
Oh, damn. 6 degrees of success. Wow.
70. Oh, good God, Branda, I'm so sorry.
Everyone, the Omnissiah protects. Damage
can
roll.
dodge.
Dodge.
You can dodge!
Any modifiers to this? I guess not.
Nope.
I did it.
37 versus 48.
The Omnissiah protects.
He hefts the axe with 2 hands and swings it, the teeth writhing, and you almost see your fate flash before your eyes as you throw yourself backwards, guns up the akimbo, ready to fire at him, and the blade just catches the front of your hair as it trails behind you. Just give you a slight haircut. And then hits the table next to you and just shears straight through the heavy oak. Bits of sawdust flying up. Branda. As you fall back. As you fall back.
Oh yeah, I will do the aim and double semi-automatic.
You're not going to fight him with a chainsword?
Well, I might in a minute. I'm about to run out of ammo.
I'll just point out that if you have the chainsword, you can parry, and I think your weapon skill is your weapon skill better than your agility. Or was weapon skill your dump
it's close.
Okay.
Okay.
But overall, agility's better, and I have loads of points in dodge.
Yeah, considering
And
he has a
parry.
chainsword, his weapon skill better not be his dump stat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but ballistic skill's better than weapon skill, and I have more shots I can fire. So this is minus 20, isn't it, for these? From all the things, the aiming, and then the.
Plus 10.
Or is
no. It's flat.
hasn't-
It's
he
plus
hasn't
10 for aim, plus minus 10 for dual wielding, and semi-auto, so 0. So yeah, it's just a flat roll.
He
Okay.
only was minus 20 before because he'd run into range.
All right. Okay, fire 1.
51 versus 46.
That is a miss,
Fire
just.
2.
69 versus 46.
That's
I
a
might,
miss.
I might just fate this at this point.
Now, does one fate get him both his rolls since
No.
it was one attack?
No,
or does he have to do each
they're
one?
separate attacks. You can do them as one thing, though.
I'll try fating one of them.
No,
Okay.
80 versus
no.
46.
Wow.
Wow.
Bullets flying
What am
over
I
this
doing?
guy's head. Like one of them
be
pings off
fair-
the shaft of the combat chainsword, chain axe, and he looks at you. He's like,
You know how we
click,
redacted
click,
that shotgun
click,
shot
click.
to you, and it was like, yeah, I know we've been damaged, blah, blah, blah. And then you got shot in the last mission. Ever since we redacted that, and we made a point of saying, yeah, I've never been damaged. Branda has been seriously wounded or in extreme danger every episode since. You
This is my
tempted
payment.
fate. You tempted fate.
You did.
And fate is tempting
Yep.
back.
He's the Batman of the group. He's got to run in when he sees injustice. He's got to get in there and get his hands dirty.
Yeah.
Whereas Garrett, he shit himself and runs away.
So-
But this time he's doing a good job.
Brenda, as you back up, dodging the chain axe, you fire. The bullets mostly miss. A couple of them pinging off the shaft of the chain axe as well. And then there's a click, 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 click. And he looks down at you. Time's up. Cassius.
Oh man.
Did that guy walk into the room right there on my left?
Yeah, he literally just opened the door, running, saw his friend in trouble. Well, heard his friend in trouble.
I smite him when he comes through the door, I guess.
Okay,
From that
roll it.
distance, you could make a charge if you wanted.
I could.
That's plus 20 weapon skill.
There is something cool to he runs through the door and you just run at him and if you want.
I'm gonna close the gap with some movement, just so I'm a little bit closer to him.
Bear in mind that he is holding an
And
assault rifle. He cannot use the assault rifle if you're in combat, so there is a plus side to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to not get machine gun, so I guess I'll charge him.
Okay.
That's why I'm charging people. I'm terrible in close combat, but it's good
Says
for
the guy
them not to
snapped
be
the
able to
guy.
shoot you back. Wow. I mean,
So the charge, it doesn't count as a single attack, though. That's the plus 20, so I'd have a plus 30 if my weapon is good or great or whatever.
Yeah. So you use your weapon is a single attack, charge attack, good.
And
it's plus 10 to hit with your weapon, isn't it? 'Cause it's good. It's awesome
Yeah.
quality. So yeah, like plus
It's
40.
great quality.
You,
If I miss this, I'm the biggest mook on earth. Oh my god.
Right.
I fade it.
You had a target of 0.
Yeah, my target should have been 80.
you fade it.
I'll
Okay.
try again.
95.
Reroll it with the fate. This is
I
your
think it's
last
because I
fate.
put a plus 40 in, so it confused the
did.
roller.
Yeah.
There we
yeah,
go.
okay.
85 versus 80. There we go.
Yeah, that's a hit with 6 degrees of
Many
success.
degrees
Roll
of
damage.
success, yeah.
Replace it for the 6, so that's 9 with a pen of 2. Yeah, that hits him in the chest. So as he runs through the door, you go and spear him, and you spear him slightly through the side. It catches a little bit in the armor, so it doesn't fully sink into his abdomen. But you jab it right into the side of him. Ugh! Pull it out. Then he, in response, my mouse keeps failing today, so I keep having to unplug it and put it back in.
Yeah, chat has noticed all the USB sounds.
Yeah. I don't know why, it just keeps failing, the cursor keeps getting stuck. He drops the auto rifle, pulls a knife, and he stabs at you.
Wow, he's got quick action, is he?
You can drop as a free action, but it takes a half action to pull.
Oh, right. You can drop
Hey,
it.
respect. Anybody that gets speared by a weapon and says fuck that and pulls a knife and tries to stab you back, that's a dude
Yeah.
with which I just wouldn't mess with. That's hardcore.
Yeah, you would. You gotta mess with them. That's part of your job.
All right, I'll mess with him. I'll keep
Actually, he's the
messing with
face.
him.
It's not part of his job. It is literally part of his job not to be the person having the fight.
However, he misses, and the knife sails over your head as he's just kind of caught off balance by the wound. Meanwhile, up north,
I don't
Up
think I
north.
can stab
Up north.
accurately if I have
Beyond the
stab.
wall.
the guy with Cassius,
Look, he has a name, EE, okay?
he's gonna step backwards. You can
You mean
take
with
your
the
attack
Carolinas?
opportunity. No, Carolinas, yeah. But you used your reaction to take... actually, that was last turn. This turn, you can take a reaction again.
Sure.
You can make an attack if you
in
want.
that case, I will make an attack. But can I do anything special with a reaction attack? Is it a normal attack
it's a
that I
normal
can do,
attack.
or what? And because it wouldn't be my full action or anything like that. It's just my reaction.
Yeah, it's your reaction attack. You can do anything you can do in a normal attack, but
Yeah,
just
I will.
a normal
I
attack.
will just use my Metacame Ecodendrite and try and
Okay.
smack him.
Are you sure? That does less damage than your punching.
You have metal
Yeah.
arms.
Yeah, because I want to be able to. Well, all right then.
You can punch him and then punch him in your turn if you want. There's no downside. It just does more
What?
damage.
I thought you said I couldn't use the same weapon twice.
Oh no! The reaction if he backs away gives you an attack of opportunity. You can do whatever you can. for that.
Right. Okay. No, that's fine. I was basically just concerned that I don't want to not be able to punch him on my turn.
No, you can totally punch him on your turn. Yeah, that would
Nice.
totally be a hit with a 10. It also gets a plus 10 because you chose to attack him with a single attack as well, because you can't do anything else. So that should be a 37. That's totally a hit. Feel free to roll some damage.
Okay.
I swear to God, if you Righteous Fury this guy, 9. Good. You didn't Righteous
9.
Fury him. But it's a 7 because primitive. but at the same time, +3 for your strength.
+3.
So you do 10 points of damage.
God, just stop using weapons, Carolina.
In the 0-1, that is his face. So the guy like tries to back away, and you just like snap punch. Like his face is like flat. It's not just a nose.
His
but, like,
nose just
cheekbones
flattens, kind of like.
Yeah, like his
snapped bone,
cheekbones
blood
as
just
well.
Explodes from his nostrils.
Yeah, and like
Invented
you
him, man.
swear that there's like dents of like 4 knuckles in his face now.
They're metal knuckles, after all. Makes sense.
He's not dead. He might as well be, almost.
He's not dead.
How many
But-
teeth are on the floor?
Only a few, because he didn't really hit the... Both in sizes, but it was mostly the cheekbones and the nose have gone in.
I punched him square in the face. Not
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
jaw shot. This was straight
Both
down
of
the
his
nose.
sizes do
Punched
fly out, though.
Yeah, but yeah, you do realize that your teeth are hanging from right there.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
they're gonna come out.
Yeah, but I
much
thought you
like
meant
that
like
guy in
if you
Akira.
punch someone in the jaw, it goes ka-ching, and all the teeth gonna
He's
just
then
rocket
gonna
out the
go-
other side.
Fu.
Accidentally spit
Can he
some
do
of his
that 'cause
jaw
he's
out.
disengaged. Isn't that a full action?
Is up with-
Yeah,
He didn't
disengage is
disengage.
full
It
action.
disengage would
Oh,
allow
he
you to
stepped
attack.
back.
Oh, that's right. He pulled back. Yeah.
He deliberately allowed you to attack to try and get you, but you whacked him really hard. So it's a +30 -10, +30 for point blank, -10 because full auto.
We just need to start throwing Carolinas at enemies.
Do you know the matter?
50.
Carolina,
To
so
be
you
fair-
see him firing at you, and you throw yourself to the side, and the
He's
bullets.
seeing stars right now. To be
Yeah,
fair to the guy.
he's kind of a little bit off target.
He's probably seeing like 4 or 5 of me right now.
And that's it.
Now, all of us
Revenge.
are like the swirling heads of a hydra behind me.
Carolinus.
Okay. Well, like, how close am I right now?
1 meter away.
Is that combat range? Or do I
No,
need to
you
be
need to
wrong?
move in.
So I can't do full out attack.
Actually, it is for your mechadendrite, because your mechadendrite has 2 meter reach.
That's right, yeah. I could do an all out attack with my mechadendrite.
But it does so. But then again, you
It
don't
does
need much
so
damage to
bad.
kill him at this stage.
Yeah, it depends what his armor's like, because they have got.
It looks like he's
Music
wearing
on-
some sort of heavy robe, as far as you can tell. The impacts against him are being a little bit
All
dissuaded.
right,
by
then.
much.
I will go for an all out attack with my mechadendrite.
Okay.
At this point, like up to now, it's just been wild flailing attacks of opportunity. But this time, it's actually darting in like a viper to try and
Yeah.
get him.
So yeah, that's a plus
so-
30 to hit, plus
I'll roll
10
hit,
because it's a single attack action.
but I'm not sure I can add a modifier. Oh yes, I can. So it's 40.
95.
Damn.
It spears past him, hits part of the bookcase, and actually gets caught temporarily in it before you.
I'll
You
poop.
jammed your mechadendrite.
I know. How many faith have I used so far? No, I haven't got any fate left. So that's me done.
That brings us back to Garrett.
Garrett, aim.
Who?
Shoot. Oh well, there's only one guy that I can see, so it's going to be Arch Librarian. What are you writing here? Why does it say Garrett? What the hell are you writing?
I'm helping people identify you.
Okay.
Okay, well
It's
it
not
says
pointing at
that
Garrett, you
My
missed.
name is right there. Damn it!
Yeah, but if E isn't zoomed in enough, it's just going to be a squiggle of
It's so
Color.
little.
That's true. Hey,
helping.
come on! It's not the size that matters.
Yeah, we should
Gosh.
go write that in the toilet next to Cassius. So yeah, Garrett. Go.
Okay, aim, shoot. It's gonna have to be a single shot though, because I don't have enough ammo to really do much else. I got 6 shots left.
6 shots left. Okay, single shot. It is combat, which I believe is a minus 20 combat. Does anyone
It's a minus
remember?
20, I think. Yeah.
So plus
So
10
I get
for
plus
aim,
20.
plus 10 for single shot, plus 10 for short range,
Plus 10
minus
for short
20.
range.
So that's a plus
So
10.
total plus 10.
Yeah. And if you fail, it might hit Branda if it's 1 degree.
Better than a chain axe, probably.
That is a hit. He is going to try and dodge this.
That's 4 degrees success, by the way.
You hit him in the right arm. Roll damage.
Didn't you call shot head?
No, you can't aim a called shot. We figured that out.
Oh, okay.
So that is
14 damage, no pen.
Oh.
No, because I didn't use the full damage shot.
Falling damage, pen 0 against his arm. That would be...
Oh yeah, he can't dodge because he all out attack.
11.
Unless the new round.
Oh, yeah.
He can't do his dodge, right?
11.
But he failed.
It doesn't matter
It
anyway.
just went to a new
7.
round, yeah.
You take 7 points of damage.
Oh, wait, yeah. Since we just did a new round, because I'm at the top of the queue, then he can dodge, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. No, it's between his... It's not the turn. All that attack applies between
Until
his
your
go
next
and his
turn.
next go.
Oh, okay.
Whereas
Gosh,
reactions
okay.
are per turn, I believe. So he can take a reaction, but only after his turn. Except for the fact he's going to choose to all that attack again.
I'll move to where this arrow is, if you
Oh,
don't mind.
jeez.
No, I do mind.
Well,
You
the
can't
arrow's there.
Nope,
Well, why is the arrow there then?
because someone put the arrow in the wrong place. That's their fault, not yours. You can't move a meter without
Okay.
using an action.
Whatever.
All that attack. Plus 30.
Okay, thank you for moving the arrow.
That's the wrong character, by the way. It should be a 70. Balls.
Does he have any fate?
Okay.
He used a fate earlier when he was trying to like see past Cassius's deception. He failed. Yeah, so no, that is not a hit. Again, he cleaves past you this time, hits the floor, and skids across, leaving chunks of like bits of the stone flying out. Branda.
So yeah, the
Come on,
guns are
Brando.
clicking. I'm like,
click, click.
oh. Duel? Well, if you insist. And I drop one, draw the chainsword, and leap in.
You can quick draw chainsaw, can you? Or do you have
Yeah.
half action?
I quick draw applies to everything. I
Okay, so
think.
yeah, you quick draw the chainsword. You can do aim attack, or you can do all out attack.
I'll do aim attack because I like
Okay.
dodging.
Okay, plus 10 because it's single attack. Plus 20, so go for it.
All right. We got the chainsword noise going.
Yeah.
Best.
Unfortunately,
Do I fate this?
yes.
How much fate do you have?
I recommend you do.
I have 2 left.
Yeah, do it.
Oh, do you want to get
I'll
hit
go
by a
for
chain
it.
axe next turn? It's up to you.
I'll fate it.
Okay.
I wish there was
If you
just
do
a
die,
roll
you don't
again
want to die
button.
as the guy who basically did no damage.
Oh, just character sheet in front of you.
There you
47,
go.
that
There
is
you
a
go.
hit.
7/60.
He is going to try and dodge. He cannot dodge. He did an all attack. That is a hit. Please roll your damage. Remember, you can roll twice and pick the highest because tearing.
We're both a roll
they're
of,
both terrible.
3.
You got 3 degrees success, so you can't really change that. 7 pen 2 against his leg.
By the way,
he takes
can
2 points of
reactions
damage.
be used at any point in the turn?
What reactions?
Yeah.
Yes, but not in your go.
Yeah.
Okay, he takes 2 points of damage. As your chainsword cuts a little bit into his leg, but it wasn't a particularly good blow, so it kind of skims off a lot. But you do manage to just rip a little bit of a tear down the side of his leg.
This is
Oh
so
my God.
annoying.
The text in the bathroom is amazing.
Scroll down.
Okay, Cassius, you're up.
Well, what I wanted to do is, since he's impaled on my sword, I wanted to cast Smite, and then the lightning would come out of my eyes and fry his face off. But
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stab him again because I'm out of fate, and I don't want to destroy
Aw.
the universe.
Okay.
Sure you do. But you
It's
only
gonna-
get to do it once.
It's
Just
gonna
do
be
it.
an all-out attack,
Okay. Make
Oh.
your all out attack.
so that's plus
By the way,
40,
can I
right?
use my reaction immediately after Cassius
Sure.
has done its turn?
Damn, son.
Ugh.
You gotta be
87
kidding
out of
me.
80.
You
This is my
whiffed it.
life now.
No. You try and swing at him, but the guy's stumbling also catches you off guard, and you end up hitting part of the door frame.
This is why I stay out of melee. This is why I stay out of melee.
We'll have our pleasures with your corpse. Frosty with
Yeah.
a knife.
Wow.
You nasty Slaneshis. No.
Damn.
He
I
is
like
going
this.
to all attack you.
That's so grody, though.
All attack, single attack. All attack has to be a single attack, doesn't it, actually?
Yeah.
So only plus 30.
Ah, right. Okay, I'll remember that for later. If
47 out of
only be a
60,
single
3
attack,
degrees
it doesn't get
success.
plus 10.
Do you want to dodge or parry?
Is this against me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he try and hit me or did he try and shoot me?
Stab you.
He's got the knife. Okay, so I'll parry you.
Okay.
Nice. 50.
He tries to
60.
stab you, but you manage to just about bring the sword across and effectively, like, with the hilt, punch his hand to the side. Ugh.
Question, Mr. E. So when you're dodging, you just completely dodge. There's no way for it to hurt you.
Oh
if
no,
you
I
dodge,
can't.
right?
I did an all-out attack, by the way. I can't.
Oh,
so he
But
hits.
that's
He does hit you, okay.
question though. When it's a parry, does it matter the degrees of success, or is it still just automatic? No damage?
Depends on the type of an attack. If it's a single attack, or if it's a semi-auto attack, or if it's a full auto attack, like effectively swift attack or lightning attack. It doesn't
Gotcha.
matter if it's a single attack. Rolling damage. You take 7 points pen 2 to the leg.
The 7 is 5.
3 damage.
Oh,
to
they
my
can't do
leg.
Righteous Fury, can they?
Also, it's a 5 and not a 10, so I'd have to check, but he can't do Righteous Fury now.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
That's 3 damage, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
To the
Yep, 3
right
damage.
leg.
right. Am I able to use my reaction?
Yep.
Okay. Am I able to use my Mechadendrite as a reactionary attack against
Go
this
for
guy?
it.
Awesome. But is that the rule then? So if a weapon can only do a single attack, it doesn't get the plus 10?
I believe so, yes.
Okay,
Because I think it counts as like effectively like a special kind of an attack, because you can't do the normal options with it.
Yeah.
I'll have to double check later on, but for now that's fine.
10 verse 27.
Medical mechadendrites
Right to
are
the
not
face
meant to be
again.
really used like this. They're meant to be like a backup. But sure.
I've added bits onto mine.
But
It's for
this
torturing. It's really
roll
good.
damage.
This is the second time he's rolled a 10. So he's placing this attack at the exact same spot, right in this guy's
Yeah, this
face.
is like
Just gross.
straight into the gap in the skull under the nose.
You're also failing to account for the fact that he's a heretic, so he learned how to augment his stuff from orcs, and so it's just got all kinds of choppy bits and heavy things on it.
And so with this,
Minimum damage. It's 1 plus my strength, which is...
so with this, it flies forwards like a spear, hits him dead in the center of the
Straight
face,
into his
and
face.
the
Just
little
starts
like
going
chain
mad.
scalpel goes.
Ugh.
His
This
body
guy's
starts
just-
shuddering.
He's held there on the end. Like,
Yeah.
this doesn't stop for a few good... a second is a long time in combat. And this thing's just there. All of the pincers, all of the...
And
the
it kind of
clippers,
rising up his
Yep.
body until it
His
kind of
body just convulsing, is just blood is gushing
goes
out of his
limp
open
and.
wound, going out of his ears, and then just it wiggles and he falls off.
Yep.
With a
It
hole where
wiggles.
his face used to be.
It wiggles.
Yeah,
This is what it's gonna say on his tombstone. It wiggles, and that's it. He's
Yes.
dead.
Yeah, it's like Captain Runaway.
Your
Karis,
medical
it's your
skills are
turn.
top notch, but dentistry. Ugh.
Well, he's got no pain in his teeth anymore. I call that a success. Got quite
That's a very
got new
positive way of
cavity.
looking
Carolinus,
at it.
it's your turn.
That's very sugar coated.
Oh, it's my turn as well. Oh, that's fantastic. All right. Well, given that, there's no way I'm going to be able to run up to this guy.
And the run is
he's
pretty far.
You can charge him.
No, charge would only get him 10 meters, and I would have to go around things first.
You can run to get into combat if you want.
Let me just double check my character sheet. Give me just a second. Run is 18 meters, yeah. And I get a benefit, like a bonus to like 20 on not getting hit if I've run. Is that right?
You get plus 20 to being hit in melee, but minus 20 to being hit by range.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a no then. And it's a half action to pull out my hand cannon.
Yes.
Alright. Okay, well, I'm simply going to move over here then. It's 3 meters, and I'm going to pull my hand cannon out.
Okay. That makes it Garrett.
Aim and shoot. Single shot.
Okay.
This guy's got to go. So we're at plus 30 for single shot, close range, and aim.
Mm-hmm.
And then minus 20 for shooting into combat.
Yeah.
Shooting into melee.
So plus 10. Yeah, that is a hit. He's going to try and dodge. He does not like being hit by you.
Oh, he didn't all-out attack?
Oh, he did. Yeah, he can't. So yeah, that is a hit. In the leg. Roll damage.
Heretic!
9 points of damage. Right, so... He looks like he's really badly hurting as the bolt hits him in the leg. It doesn't do much damage. Most of it is absorbed by his sheer toughness and his armor. But he looks like he's really badly hurting now. He is really worn down, multiple like wounds, bleeding, or like melted, burned skin. He's pretty hurt.
Is it bad that I'm starting to enjoy the smell of singed skin?
Probably.
It doesn't say anything, just glowers at Branda, and then just overhand all that attack.
Prepare my dodge.
That is a hit.
Oh. Dodge. Come on, come on, come on.
So sadly.
Yes.
Yeah!
Again,
Well
you fling
done.
yourself to the side, and as it hits the stone, just bits of stone flinging up. Branda.
When it looks up, I've got a smirk on my face. And I will aim and attack with the chainsword.
Okay.
I forgot what the modifiers are for this again.
Amazing.
20
and awesome.
Plus
Overall?
10, plus 10. Yeah, that's it. Plus 20.
Yeah. Oh,
No. He,
I've only got one fate left.
Fade it.
Fade it. Go
Don't
on.
Finish
fade
it.
it.
I might die. I don't want to die.
Fade
I
it.
don't want you
Fade
to
it.
die either. I'll bring you back as a surfer skull.
Branda, what are you doing?
All right, I'll fate it.
Yeah, go on.
Good
come on.
man.
This gets me killed now. I'm killing all of you.
No,
That's
you're
the
not. You'll be
ballsy,
dead.
that's
The
the
grave.
ballsy choice right there.
This better work.
18.
Yeah,
You
buddy.
roll damage.
16.
That is a hit.
Well done.
That is 6 degrees of success. Righteous Fury.
Righteous Fury.
Holy hell, there he goes.
I should. That was a good. That was a good choice. I'm happy with this.
Where did you hit him? An 18 in the leg.
All in the name of the Emperor.
Okay, so he was on 0 HP, so that takes him down. The attack alone takes him to -9, which is death. And then it's and D5 after that. So that's a max. That's 10 plus, which is the max range. So what happens is, with a sweeping backhand blow as he tries to bring the chain axe down onto the side, you dive behind him and straight up through the bottom of the hamstring into the thigh up. And sever his entire leg, and it shatters apart in this bit of bone and blood and muscle as it tears apart, digging up deeper and deeper into him, and the leg just comes off, blood everywhere as his corpse flies with the sheer force of the blow and the revving of the axe, the sword. He is
Leg
very
for the
dead.
leg god. You gotta rev your sword a few times, man. Celebrate. Heretic, dead.
You just cut a man in twain from the leg to the head, and your response is,
I surprised myself with that. Yeah, I stood over him. I'm like, I find the axes are more cumbersome. Hard to hit anyone.
Just like that, he was never able to leg it again.
Cassius.
With the puns. After seeing myself get stabbed, I'm quite furious at the moment. I'm going for another all-out
oh, this is
attack.
combat. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
We've
just me down here.
Meanwhile, in the
just
cubicle.
slain half a library worth of librarians, and Cassius is like, oh wow.
Yeah, don't worry about
Well,
me. I'm just down here.
You
going
shoved
2v1.
your fist through a guy's face and through another
Oh
guy's
my
crotch.
god. You gotta
And
be
he's
kidding
just
me.
in here getting fucking crushed in the bathroom.
I missed.
86 versus 80.
This is ridiculous. It's like my third 80 in a row.
Branda should have died at this point, but is standing there victorious, having cut someone in half. We're gonna get down to Cassius, and he's just gonna. Well, apparently to this guy, his corpse is gonna be on the ground, and the guy's gonna be getting freaky with it. This is not good.
He's gonna all attack you.
That's fine. He can do what
He
he wants to do.
missed.
83
good.
out of 60.
Since everyone else is so
We're
far
both
away,
inept.
you can't really like interact with this fight.
Isn't his bead still open? Can't we
Yeah?
still hear the sound of combat? Then immediately my response is going to be starting to run towards
That's fine. It will still take you about 6 turns. If he's not
Yeah,
finished in
I'll-
6 turns, I will take it over to narrative time as you all bust in and murder everything.
I'm all attacking back. This guy's getting it.
There we go. That's
There
a
we
hit.
go. Finally.
50
4
out of
degrees
80,
success.
4 degrees success.
You can hear me in my micro B just going, just die already!
Roll damage.
Please don't be a 1.
I'm just going
There
to reply
we
into the
go.
microbead that we've cleared up the library. What's taking you so long, Cassius?
That is a 0-5, so that is a head.
Yeah.
As you sort of you're in,
I want
you
to
think-
shove it right in his forehead. Just zing! Ah.
yeah, like you get into sort of this knife fighting distance as he's trying to close the distance for you for the knife, and you're trying to like back off a little bit for the sword. And as he tries to come in for the knife again, you just like flip your sword over and just not really elegant, but straight through the back of his skull as well. Then he collapses.
I reply to him. I say my dick was out. It took a little longer.
Mm.
Okay. They're all
Into
dead.
narrative time.
It's narrative time.
Okay. Right.
So how's
well,
it? How's everyone doing today? Did you have a nice time on the
I'm-
Hive World?
going to take some time now. Obviously, I'm going to move between my companions. I'm going to heal them as best I can. So I'm going to start with Branda.
My butt
What
cheek
level
requires
is
your
your
attention.
damage?
I've taken 4 wounds.
Okay, so how much is that versus your total wounds and your toughness? What? Like,
It's
so I need to work out if it's heavy or critical.
I'm on 7 out of 11. My toughness is 40.
Yeah, he's fine.
Okay. I'll just roll a basic Medicaid then.
For the sake of brevity, how about you don't? Because I don't think anyone's going to take any more damage.
That's fine, but I want to... Come on, this is my thing.
I took the medic skill and you're not letting me medic.
I know.
God.
What a jerk.
But you never medic in combat, and that's your thing.
Well, I was protecting him from being shot. He was going to be shot by an autogun, so I punched the guy in the pelvis and killed him. And then another one was showed up, so I punched him in the face and killed him too. I never got a chance.
To be fair, it was your Mechadendrite that killed the guy.
Well, I
that
punched him in the
that
face
thing got
first, and
nasty
then he
up in his
missed
skull.
me. And
I
then,
think
yeah,
your Mechadendrite has some weird skull fucking fetish, because that was just gross.
I think you just didn't use weapons at all. Like either
who are you
punching or
medicating
stabbing
there?
with.
that was unfortunately Cassius.
No, I'm
Cassius,
down in the bathroom. I never agreed to this.
as
Them in the eye.
Carolina's like comes up behind you to start stapling flesh, she accidentally like staples you in the ear. Like, how much damage do you do when you do
Ah,
that?
damn it!
At least it wasn't your dick, dude.
Doesn't he takes damage when you fail the first day, doesn't he?
How do you
I don't
staple my
think so.
ear
No, it just
when
it means that he takes longer to heal.
the gunshot is in my butt cheek?
I
How do you
think.
staple my ear?
I
Need
thought
to
first aid
check
did
that.
damage.
Two
I think
completely different regions.
a failed
You
first
failed
aid
by a
check.
large margin.
Yeah, like when you crit fail effectively, I
Yeah.
think it does damage. Like it does for one of
What
them.
we base it on then?
I'm just gonna say for like now it's a D5. Like it doesn't really matter. It's
Okay.
not gonna murder him. It's unresisted damage as well.
How did I manage to get his ear when I was aiming for his bum? This is bad.
Two, like
Bad at-
the staple like sticks like
terrible
really
doctor.
deep into like your ear and out into like the bottom of your neck there under your jaw.
I turn and I look at him, and just blood's just dripping down my ear. No words.
Look, it's a little bit excited still. It just turned someone's face into
Well,
pulp. You
It's
should
excited,
be,
is it?
Yeah,
It's excited,
yeah,
is it?
It
That's-
kind of shrinks
it's
down
excited.
behind him.
Yeah,
Um,
just a staple. We've had worse.
I pull it out of my
Be a
ear
man.
slowly.
It's only staple. Why you have to get mad?
Oh, so good. Okay.
At this point, you notice that many of the cultists who attacked you have auto rifles, stub revolvers, mono knives,
Loot.
a chain axe.
Yeah, that's going to Branda.
I pick up the chain axe before
Oh,
anyone
okay,
says
apparently
anything.
it's going to Garrett. Garrett picked up the chain axe.
And several of them, including the arch-librarian, have these keys in ornate shapes involving 8 intertwined, sort of vaguely purplish metal rods that sort of coalesce and intertwine before going into a very complex key shape at the end.
Okay.
What do you make of this thing?
And
This design?
Carolinas, upon seeing this, you vaguely remember some of the grainy footage you saw with one of the acolytes, the scribes, going off camera, and it looked like there was something in their pocket at the time. You couldn't really gather what, but now seeing this, it might have been one of these keys that they were drawing.
Yeah. Well, after me and Cassius walk back, Cassius staring daggers at me the whole way, and his ear just kind of dripping slowly on his shoulder. And another trail of blood that's coming from somewhere else, just following behind him.
Brandon and I are looting all these bodies out here.
Yeah.
We're
So
just loaded up
how
on
many autoguns did we get in
weapons.
total, so we can mark
In
it down?
total, not counting the ones that got smite, or the ones that got like shot or damaged, there are probably like 4 working autoguns.
Okay, I'll write it down on my character sheet, and then we can just dole them out later. 4 working character guns. How many clips?
About 60 normal ammo, and 30 rounds of like basically +1 damage rounds. I can't remember what they're called off the top of my head, but the rounds that do +1 damage.
1 clip of.
Whoops, sorry.
I think your mic just cut out. Oh no, you're back. It's fine.
Okay, so I've got that brings us up to, it was 4 autoguns, did you say? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that brings us up to a total of 5 autoguns, and these are the spares.
Yeah. 3 mono knives.
3 mono knives plus 3 mono knives.
And of course,
What are the rules for
Garrett has
throwing?
already. Pum?
What are the rules for throwing? Like if I want to throw knives at people?
There are a range on
Isn't
the
there
knife.
a
It has a
skill
range
for
that
that?
you can literally do that.
Is it
You
just
are,
a
you,
weapon
skill?
skill, though?
you are already proficient. No, it uses ballistic, but you're already proficient in it. Like it counts as
Oh,
you're
never
already
mind.
proficient. Also the combat axe, which Garrett already has.
So chain
I'll
axe,
ask about
you can
this.
just, yeah, you can find the stats in the after show.
Yeah,
In-
exactly.
In addition, Carolinas, as you check through them, you notice that many of them have got cuts and incisions and whip marks on them. You also find 2 whips amongst them. And you also find stapled to their, not stapled, but like burned onto their flesh with like wax seals in several places, almost like purity seals. But when you start reading the text, it's not a purity seal. From your very basic knowledge of warp, without rolling, you know this is some sort of chaotic prayer litany.
I immediately carve across the seals. Like the mechadendrite just goes to work, just destroying them
Okay.
on each one.
Yeah, it doesn't.
And I let the others know that's what I'm doing. These are heretical markings, and I'm very meticulous. I go from one to the other, and I destroy the seals. And
Okay.
then, with that,
In addition, by the way, the leader, the arch-librarian, had on a basically a plate armor chest piece, which is a 5 armor chest piece. It does, however, limit your agility to 40.
someone else can pick that up.
I could use it. Although I'd have to get leg armor. But
Better than
you
nothing.
said
So it's 5
armor on
armor
it?
to the chest with a limit of 40 agility.
I'm never gonna have high agility anyways, so
Okay.
Okay.
I'd get it,
So
but
he
then I wouldn't have
wasn't-
anything on my arms.
So he wasn't armored for the arms or legs? Damn.
All of them were having like heavy robes, which are effectively like 2s. Or for him, actually, his robes were 3. I don't know if that's of interest to anyone though.
The seals, I'm like, while I'm still going through everything and just like cutting the seals off, I do try to place one of the seals. Can I roll for that?
Sure, make a forbidden warp.
could I take the leg robes or whatever? Because mine won't work with mine is a full bodysuit or whatever, and so my arms and my legs would be uncovered wearing the.
Oh no, you can
The
wear
chest
both
piece.
armor.
I got 23 versus 42 on my forbidden warp roll.
Okay. Yeah, Cassius, you can wear both of those. That's fine.
I can
Yeah.
wear the cloak.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay.
It just counts as the highest value, so you'd be rolling the 5 for the rest, for the chest, and the normal value for the rest.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, okay. Caroline, you notice that these are some sort of prayer or litany to Slanesh. Specifically, they mention a lesser deity or demon or something of Slanesh. You're not sure about the name. It's just referenced as the prince who dances. In a couple of places, it's mentioned as the one from the shadows. But other than that, it seems to be not particularly Slanesh, more sort of a line of Slanesh just, but more Chaos Undivided in general demon. Or Demon Prince or whatever.
With that, I
also,
meet the others because obviously they've been...
make a willpower check.
Oh, go on. Ah, okay. Willpower... Any modifiers?
Plus 20.
I made a Forbidden Lore warp check too.
78 versus 50.
Carolinas, take 1 point of corruption.
Okay.
Effectively, it isn't particularly terribly chaotic, but since this is your first exposure to it, you would get the corrupt. If you did this in future, probably wouldn't be that bad, and probably would taper off very quickly. So just be aware that I'm not gonna, every time you read some investigation of chaos, I won't. But since it's your first exposure to it.
Oh, that's cool. I was kind of expecting it, honestly, when I read it, and then you didn't mention it initially. I was like, oh, I've got a light there, so I was expecting it.
I like how we have a bunch of enemies off the side of the board. It looks like captured chess pieces.
I know.
Cassius, you doing the same thing?
Yeah, the Forbidden Lore to see what the little things are on them.
Yeah,
I imagine he would have been able to walk over
prayers
while I was
and litanies and stuff to the dark god, mostly Slanesh, but some of them do very much reference a lesser deity or a demon or demon host or demon prince or whatever. Not demon, sorry, demon prince. And as far as you can tell, it's referenced as the one who dances, the one from the shadows, the prince. And you feel a tingle in the back of your brain at that. Like your warp senses tingling effectively from that, your Psyniscience. But as far as you can tell, it seems a pretty standard sort of chaotic thing. Make a willpower check, plus 20.
Okay.
Actually, plus 30 for you, because you have training in resisting the powers of the warp. You nearly failed it, but you just passed by 4 points. Yeah, you don't take any corruption points.
I steel myself in the Emperor's will.
With that, I join with the others, and we look at the keys, and specifically, because obviously other people have been looting as well. Right, based on the images that I got, and I start bringing them up on my super pimped out Jakiro awesome data slate. I'm trying to triangulate.
All he did was put like Hello Kitty things on the sides. It's not super pimped out.
Shut up, Primitive! You don't understand. Where is this door? Or where would I look to try and find this
so did you go to it? I just described your route to it.
Yes.
So
I would try to find the route and bring
the you go through to the back. You manage to find an office which appears to be maybe the Arch-Librarian's office or maybe some sort of important joint shared office.
As we get over there, though, like, do we find the door easily enough and there's key there?
Yeah, I mean, you've got the exact route sort of memorized from all the bits of footage, so you find your way there. It does take you a little while just to make sure you get the right route. And
Does anyone interrupt us?
No, dead silent now. There is no one around you can see at all.
It's a library. Why
I want to say that before we go through the door, there'd be more that I'd want to do, but go on with your...
Okay. Well, you get to the office, and then you notice off to the side on the far wall where it looked like people had gone off camera, there is a single bookshelf of brass and...
When I look down, do I see scratch marks?
Yes.
Yeah. I move with purpose. I know what I'm doing here.
And
I try to heave it out.
It and moves to the side with a heavy scratching across the wood. And behind it is a hole in the stone about the size of a large human.
Okay, is it a doorway or a passageway?
It's just a passage. There is no door.
Looking back, Garrett, Brander, would you care to guard the doorway into this office? Cassius? Would you come with me?
Mm-hmm. I produce my glow globe.
Garrett, if anyone should approach, all the librarians here are to be put to the torch anyway. If they approach, whether they seem peaceful or not, kill them. And then we enter.
I sign Niscience as we go in.
There's definitely eddies in the warp here. There has definitely been someone has been doing something chaotic psychic There appears to be knowledge of maybe a forbidden nature has been stored here or something. Like the warp is definitely disturbed, and the stone around you itself is almost dripping with the essence of that has been absorbed over time. Like, it's not like the stone is evil, but the stone definitely feels the presence of this over a long period of time.
I am walking carefully and repeatedly looking to Cassius. Do you feel anything? Making cautious progress into this corridor.
I nod. Great evil has been in this place. Some darkness has been here. Steel yourself.
You'll start hearing me just murmuring litanies and chants as I'm walking.
As you get down towards the bottom, you notice that symbols in sort of a dark brown, sort of red on the walls, 8-pointed symbols with arrows. Circles with arrows in them pointing 8 directions out, each slightly different lengths and designs. As you get further and further down, you notice images of maybe people, a person, someone shrouded in darkness as well, drawn on the side of a wall in what looks like some sort of charcoal type depiction.
I was skeptical at first, but now I'm joining Carolinus in the prayers that he's reciting.
Cassius, I feel unsettled in this place. Cautious to even look upon these heretical markings. Anything that you're familiar with?
You would know, because the sheer, like, palpable significance that comes off them is there is definitely something chaotic to them. The mark itself seems to be evoking a little bit of background, like it is not nice. You would get a plus on that just to know this, and the symbol is a symbol of chaos. Normally chaos undivided. There are also some more arcane symbols with like crescent moons and stuff involved. Those seem unsavory as well, but you can't place them.
With my knowledge of the warp, can I roll to know whether I might have any inkling that destroying these sigils would have any adverse effect on the one doing it?
Sure.
I say to the microbee to Brander, the frag grenades, bring them.
46.
There's a shuttle. Yeah. He has to go back to the shuttle. It's a long walk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 46, target 42. You're not sure. As far as you know, it is a symbol. Damage won't do anything, but you don't know.
Purge it. I reach up and I just kind of plant my sharpened fingertips into the stone where it's been carved. And then I look to Cassius, and then I just scratch my fingers down the wall, trying to almost just cut it out.
Okay. As you go down, though, there are more and more symbols to the point where it will take you. As
it becomes, it was a gesture more than anything. Yeah. As I recite, my praises of the Emperor, praises of the Omnissiah. As we go down, he's not going to keep doing it. Okay. It becomes pointless after a point.
I look for the book while he's doing that.
Well, as you get down this passageway that leads down probably about 30 meters, you come up to what is effectively a small round room with some shelves with a few books sitting on them, and around the center is a round desk. On this desk, there are some candles, a couple of them still flickering and lit. There's a couple of human skulls, as far as you can tell they are human. Along with...
I'm using my Stablight's thermal torch to see if there's any heat signatures beyond the candles, and I've also turned the Stablight on for
as far as you can tell,
to be able to see clearly.
There are no heat signatures, except for one, which is a book on the table.
The book itself is hot.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not hot. It's like 30 degrees C or 32 degrees C or something.
Yeah. Okay, so... Well, 30 degrees C, I would say it's hot, but...
Yeah, no, it's sort of body temperature. But as you walk forward, you notice that several of the books on the table are open. Someone has been making notes. There are bits of parchment lying around. It's possible one of these books is the book you're looking for.
I kind of shield my eyes from looking at whatever's on the page and flip them shut with one hand while not kind of looking at what's on the page. And I say, I think these are what we've come for. Let's have them and be out of here.
Is only one of the books got like a body temperature?
Yeah, only one of the books has that.
I point to that book in particular. That one. It's warmer than the rest.
Caroline,
I
as you
take
get
it-
closer, you notice that attached to the spine are some arcane like technology bits. Like there's a pump there and a couple of other pieces attached, which seem to be, as far as you can tell, almost medical in nature.
Oh, in the name of the Omnicide, I'm going to move in and I'm going to have a look at these medical devices, or whatever these devices are.
Okay, so
I
do
go
you
to find a
like
candle.
look at the book, or do you just like look at the devices? Nothing.
I'm looking
else?
at the devices. I'm trying
Okay.
to work out what they're doing because it's
Um,
clear that this
quite
book
easily
shouldn't
with
be
your
warm.
skill, you notice that they seem to be pumping and circulating blood,
By the Omnicide.
and the skin itself, it's warm. It's leathery but soft, and you notice it's skin.
I say to noticing.
Cassius.
I notice Carolina staring at it. I said, "Don't open that book. For all that is holy, do not open it."
Cassius, your sword.
I unsheath it and hand it to him with the hilt, and start looking around for a candle so that we can set the place ablaze.
As he offers me the sword, I hold up my hand. I cannot take the responsibility of this. I don't know what would happen to it, and I know this sword is of some importance to you, and it is that link which I'm hoping will sanctify it against what I'm about to ask you to do. This book is alive. I want you to kill it. Stab it, whatever you have to do. Do not open it. Do not touch
Vox
it,
channels
even
up?
with your mind.
Can I hear what's being said?
I'm not broadcasting on my bead.
Then
Yeah, Brandon, you and I are talking about. I am totally conversing you about kebabs. We're having this fantastic conversation. I got this chest wound that's like oozing. Don't worry about it. I'm hungry.
I look to Carolinus and I say, "Won't the interrogator be quite upset if we don't bring it back? We're disobeying an explicit order."
You believe this is the book? Look around you. I don't think the interrogator would have sent us for this.
Perhaps it is, and they've modified it. And he doesn't know what they've done to it. It appears to have had some kind of mechanical heart
you can look at the
attached to it.
cover if you want.
Yeah, I at this point I tried to see the title on the book.
He who dances in the darkness, he who comes from the
Whilst
storm.
I'm doing that, as soon as I start seeing that the title, the first couple of words aren't the right one, my optical mechadendrite just starts moving around the desk, reaching out. It's 3 meters long. It can go quite far, and starts looking through over the other books to see if it can find the correct title.
That being verified,
yeah.
I stab the book. In whatever spot looks like it'll kill it. I don't know.
As he goes to, I hold up my hand, and then I start chanting prayers and litanies, and then I nod as I'm still going. I'm making the sign.
Yeah, you
of the
stab it
Omnisire.
like directly in the book, like the main area.
You stabbed me in the book?
You just
Who
stab.
does that?
As far as you can tell, unfortunately, what you've done is you've stabbed a book, except for the fact that the skin of the front and back starts to bleed.
What is this filth?
We should
Set it.
we should destroy
Set it
this
afire.
place. This entire library needs to be put to the torch.
Agreed. I find a candle and I light the book.
While he's doing that, I'm still hurriedly using my optical mechadendrite to try and find the book we've been sent to recover.
Caroline's make
Is it on the
awareness check.
Okay. I am glad it is an
The
awareness
auger,
check.
the auger ray wouldn't really help on this.
No, the optical mechadendrite would.
Yeah.
74, 40.
Not
I'll
at a cursory
reroll
glance.
since
You
it's
can
perception.
you can take a proper in-depth look, if you
50
want.
versus 40,
But
no.
you'd have to look a little bit more carefully. Just at a glance, you're trying to not look too hard.
Yeah. Cassius, I'll confess to you, brother, I fear that my mind is not best equipped for this level of heresy. Can you see the book on this table? Before we destroy this place, we have, as you've said, been sent here with a task.
I take the time to actually look for it.
Okay. Effectively, you take time, you go through the books and the notes that are there, etc. You notice a lot of the books do regard Slanesh and stuff. A few of them were a bit more interesting to you. Some of them talk about sorcery. I don't say interesting as in you're like, oh, I must read this. Sorcery being effectively that way that people can manipulate the warp without being psychers. It allows actually some psychers to get power.
I squirrel those away into my pack.
Okay. There's a couple of books that you can't really take that are a bit too bulky, might be a bit obvious. There is a small primer about yay big.
If I see him doing it, bearing in mind that I am watching, I say nothing.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check, Cassius, to begin with.
Have a concern. Oh, yeah, go ahead. See if I actually.
Carolinus, make an awareness check.
I am actively watching this place with the ogre because it's terrifying me, and I need to try and see if there's anything evil here.
It would be like a -10 because there's now the flare of the light and the darkness is particularly poorly lit. But yeah, you would get that.
I got my stab light on. I lit it for thing.
Whoa, that roll.
Cassius goes.
Cassius rolled 91 verse 5, and I rolled an 8 verse 60.
Cassius very obviously picks the book up, goes.
No, I wasn't being sneaky about it. I was thinking of just putting it in my pack. It's just something it's a curiosity.
Okay, yeah, and
I noticed it, and you can see a kind of dour frown, but I don't say anything.
The title of the book is. Let me try and think how this would be phrased. Courting the powers of the warp. Courting the powers of the warp as a non-psyker. You also get a couple of notes as well that were attached to the book or in the book itself.
I mentioned to Carolinus, I say the book's not for me. I think the Inquisition would have interest in what it says that it will allow people to do. It says that it allows people without any psychic influence to become psychers. A curious thought.
It is your business.
You
know the nature of psychers better than I. I trust your judgment.
In addition, you go through and you start noticing a lot of them reference particular binding rituals and ways to undo the bindings on a demon. There's a lot of references as well to a prince, a dark prince, the one who dances, he who lives in the shadows, the prince who dances in the shadows. And then, as you find the actual book itself, it's a fairly unassuming tome, about the same size as the book you saw earlier, the Book of Midwifery, which says on the front, The Truth of Thor, by Inquisitor Emis. You notice that tucked in around it and surrounding it are notes regarding a binding ritual. It's also open at the right page to reference those notes. It talks about a binding ritual which allows you to effectively split a demon.
Does Cassius actually take the time to read it? Because finding it is one thing. Reading it, I imagine.
This book itself is not forbidden, so I don't think you necessarily. I mean, it is forbidden knowledge to those who are not meant to know it.
I'm not going to read it because we've got a pulsating blood book in the room. I feel like I'm pretty skeptical about everything in here. A little terrified. I don't think I want to read.
Okay. Does he call out that he found the book?
Yeah,
sure,
so
I make it away.
At a glance, you would see that it talks about a ritual that allows you to split a demon and confine them. And it's got something to do with 4, but you can't tell without reading anymore. That's what you get from your glance at the notes and so on around it.
Okay. I reach out to take the book off him. If he'll hand it to me. I attach to the... I imagine, because I'm actually carrying tomes on my belt anyway, the Medicite tomes, I can just hook it up with that one so that it's on my belt.
Yeah.
We're done here.
Agreed.
Before we leave, we should set this place alight with the candles. But before you do, we have not... Cassius, you've mentioned to me that you've sensed presences escaping at times when we have destroyed things.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly I felt something at the mine when we destroyed that crystal.
My suggestion would be we should take the bleeding book with us before we burn it. That's the only item in here that I'm suspicious about destroying without the proper circles and incantations. The Inquisition will be prepared to destroy it, but we are not.
At that point, I actually... we all had backpacks, didn't we, you said?
By the way, that book is currently on fire. You did say you set fire to it, right?
I stopped him before he did, because I was
I thought he stopped me.
You need to find the other book first, just in case that one was the book.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
We all have backpacks, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I didn't bring anything, but I didn't say I dropped my backpack, so I imagine I've got like herbs or something like that. I just empty out whatever random things I've got in there. And without touching the book, I just kind of whoop over it, and I try to bundle it up without having to touch it. And I just take it out. I'm holding it very cautiously. I just smash those things that were pumping into it.
As you're doing so, you smash the pumps.
Yeah.
Okay, as you smash the pumps, there's a...
No!
Oh no!
As a psychic shrill emanates out. I need you both to make willpower checks.
Oh no!
I say, what have you done? And I grab my head.
Okay. Was it a psychic shrill? Would I have even heard it? Given that.
Yes, but it's psychic shrill, but it's also in your head.
No! Oh no, we both rolled really bad. 73
You
plus
both
15.
roll really
72
bad.
plus
You both take...
You both collapse on the floor and the place burns up around you. You die.
Cassius, you take 2 points of insanity. Canis, you take 3 points of insanity. Because you failed worse.
Okay.
I
recoil, but I keep hold of the book with the other hand, and just like my grip just intensifies.
The book becomes colder in your grip until you don't feel quite.
I can feel this through the canvas.
Yeah, like eventually over the next few minutes.
I keep my hand to my head like that.
Yeah.
Is your backpack dripping blood now?
Yes.
Yes.
Gross.
Fantastic. Heretic blood. The worst kind of blood.
I just keep trying to wrap it up more in itself. I imagine it's not... Was it a huge tome? Would it fit comfortably in the backpack?
It's like pretty bulky actually, like maybe that big a book.
Okay.
It's got
Cassius,
pumps
if you
and
have no need for your pack, hand it here. I don't want this blood getting anywhere.
I guess I hand over my pack.
I mean, your packs aren't designed to be waterproof, so...
I know, but it'll give us more time to find something outside.
Okay.
My plan is just to get out without dripping the blood on the floor while it's seeping into the backpack, then grab the robes off one of the librarians and bundle it up.
So do you turn to head out then?
Yes.
Okay.
As he leaves, I start putting papers, like I just start spreading them all over and kicking over candles.
Okay. As you do that, though, Karenus, you turn around and you notice on the wall behind you, around the door frame,
Oh God.
is written 4 different sections. It says air, water, earth, fire. And then next to each of those, it also says solid, liquid, gas, energy.
Air, water, earth, fire, yeah?
Yeah.
And next to air is solid, next to...
No, next to earth is solid, next to water water
I was just double
is
checking because
liquid.
the order
Sorry.
you said them in.
And
I
next
was
to
like,
air is gas, and next to fire is energy.
Okay, I actually glance up and it holds my attention for long enough for me to read it. But then I just reiterate, we need to be gone from this place.
You'll find no argument from me. I'm already hurrying out.
Okay, you step forward for the bit as you leave?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the place starts to flame, and you hear discordant voices almost in the back of your heads screaming. Very faint.
My pace quickens.
And as you get further away, it diminishes.
My pace is still quickened.
Branda, Garrett, you're not sure what happened. Like, about a minute ago, you heard a shriek from inside.
I'm still yammering on about kebabs. I can't help it. I'm hungry.
I'm watching the place they went into, looking a little concerned.
You'll notice the light from my stab light getting brighter and brighter as we're coming up the corridor, but it's moving erratically.
Yeah.
And when you see me, my mechadendrites are clearly agitated. They're moving around much more erratically than normal. And I'm breathing a bit heavier. We're done. We've got what we came for.
Carolina, Cassius, are you all right?
Yes, but we must go. Otherwise, I fear we all won't be all right.
I look around for some sort of drapes or anything that I can use, some sort of heavy material that I can just bundle up.
Sure, there's like a big, thick tablecloth nearby over one of the altars.
I just pull it off. I wrap this thing up.
Done.
And then we head out.
You found the Book of Thor, whatever it was?
Yes, found it. We should leave. It is much worse here. We need to contact the interrogator. This library needs to be put to the torch. Whatever texts are here are likely damaged by the presence of this filth.
Then let's go.
Okay. You leave. Do you then contact Interrogator?
We got his book. He's going to be showing up in a week, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to contact him, and I'm going to tell him the librarians here, especially the arch librarian, seem to be heretics under the effect of, and I mention the names. I describe the sigils that were on them, their brands, and that we have found the book in the presence of many heretical texts. We've destroyed them. There was one in particular that I have contained as best I am able. Once we're from there, I'm just going to stick it in a box somewhere where I no longer have to hold it, and that thing's going to be locked. Letting him know we've contained it, waiting his response. But I'm looking for his permission to have the entire library destroyed, because it's been peopled by heretics. There's no guarantee that anything there is salvageable and hasn't been contaminated.
Carolinus, what you say is incredibly worrying. You say this book was not at the Temple of the Divine Light. You found it at the Temple of the Vigilance.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Indeed. It had been transferred. I can give him the information because we spent a long time looking through it. I imagine we had order
transferred.
numbers.
Oh, that is worrying. I thought your task would be a lot simpler than this. Thank you for being so thorough. As for the library, knowledge should not be wasted. However, it is worrying that it was so contaminated. I will have it locked off, and I will have inquisitorial agents take their time and go through every single tome to make sure it is not tainted. Everything with even the slightest suspicion will be burned.
As your will. And the tome that we recovered?
Burn it.
Very well. And I immediately do what he says as soon as the call is over.
Okay.
I don't think you're supposed to start. Are we in our shuttle right now? Because I don't think you're supposed to make fires in a spaceship.
No, he's going to burn it in he's not going to burn it in the middle of the shuttle.
I'm just saying, setting fires in space is scary.
That's
okay.
He will take it out, and he will probably burn it, though.
Anyone wants to... As you burn it, it burns. Nothing seedy happens or weird. The flesh doesn't really burn. It just kind of curls up and shrivels.
That's flesh.
What we should do is we should get some guns mounted on this thing, and then we can just eject it out into space and take some pot shots at it.
And you risk the pages, going places. No. Learning.
So does anyone do anything before we get to the planet?
I'm going to read the Cypri text whenever I'm alone.
Okay.
Whenever there's nobody around.
You read the Cypri text.
I'm curious.
Okay. Do you want to take it all on board? Do you want to make sure you actually get that knowledge into you?
Yeah, as long as I'm only doing it when nobody else is around.
Okay, roll me a 1d10.
Given that he brought those things out, I am aware he has them, and I am paying attention or trying to.
No, see,
but he will get to be alone at some point in the next week. So you get
I will have
8 points of corruption reduced by your willpower bonus.
Damn.
Ouch.
That seems like a lot.
However, heretical book.
You now get a lot of the advantages of being a sorcerer, although since you're a psyker, it's not like you don't have psychic powers and now you do. Effectively, it will boost your psychic powers. I need to go back to Dark Heresy 1 and check the rules for psychic powers in terms of sorcery and bring them over. But I will do that between now and next week. Effectively, it will give you a chance to buff your existing psychic powers slightly. Like 4.
Huh?
How much corruption do you get? Just get
3. Okay.
Wow, you got good willpower resistance.
Effectively, that's your first reading of the book. If you read it more and you put more memory into it, the corruption will diminish, but you will actually get stronger powers from it. And then if you buff your sorcery stuff in future, you will get some corruption, but also you'll get some pretty awesome powers. A week later, you're all ready at a shuttle landing as a fully tricked out gun cutter lands in front of you.
I'm mentioning to Brander that this is what we need to have. We need this.
It is pretty imposing, gilded in gold and everything. The side door opens, and out in carapace armor, big, heavy, what looks like a hammer of some sort held over his back, steps interrogator Titus Khan. The book. You have
mean
it.
interrogator or a con
Yeah.
come? Is it con or is it?
It's Khan,
It's Khan.
the
Okay.
interrogator. I present the
Interrogator.
book to him.
Thank you. This is the one we were looking for. He puts it into satchel at his side. This will need to be returned forthwith. Such knowledge is dangerous in the wrong hands.
So it's
Did any-
definitely the wrong hands.
Yeah. Did any of you read it?
I shake my head.
Was there anything else that might be pertinent?
The you mentioned to him, Carolinus. You mentioned to him the sigils on the librarian's chest.
Yes, I'd already described that.
Okay.
I will add,
Interrogator
in
Khan.
leaving the room,
1 second, Caroline.
Cassius.
Cassius?
I produced the book that came from the library, and I hand it off. And I say it's a curious text. They appear to have been trying to manufacture sorcerers. I thought it would be pertinent to the Inquisition.
He picks it up, looks at it. He flings it to the side and shouts out to one of the bearers behind him, both of whom are carrying ornate weapons of some description, apparently some sort of las gun. Destroy it! And one of them turns aside and fires an underbarrel flamer at it.
Nice.
He
Such a
eyes
waste.
you.
my optical mechadendrite is pointedly looking at Cassius at the moment, though I'm looking at.
Thank you for bringing me such a heretical text that should be destroyed. We can make sure the Emperor's work is done. Though he still eyes
Of course, my lord. I bow.
I comment, I wish only that we could have been more of an aid in destroying these texts ourselves. Perhaps at some point I will be able to procure weaponry fit for that service.
We can talk about that, Carolinus.
Why not?
As for the rest of you, you've done a good job. This book should be in the hands of it belongs. I'm concerned that it went so far. I'm glad you managed to hunt it down and retrieve it. You did well not to open your minds to such heretical things that you found. Knowledge is power and should be guarded well. Now, I have business to attend to. Feel free to take a few days to yourselves before your next assignment comes across. May the Emperor protect you.
May the Emperor protect.
And you.
And he pushes past and into the hive itself.
Okay.
Okay. Anyone want to do anything, or do we end there?
I want to go explore this hive world.
Okay. In the next few days, Garrett goes and explores the hive world and is amazed.
Yeah, can we find some recreation or something to get rid of some of this insanity or something like that?
Yeah, it costs you
What
100
kind of fun
experience
stuff?
per point of insanity.
Oh man, it's so expensive though.
Can I train up my underworld just by exploring the hive world?
No. Underworld applies to everywhere. They give you a reason to.
So what's the difference between a sorcerer and a psyker? I don't know the difference.
Sorcerers aren't psychers, but they can manipulate the warp via specific sequences of gestures and incantations. Bear in mind that they are pretty much always dangerous, chaotic to an extent.
They're just not strong enough to control it. I'm the strong one that can control it.
To an extent, that could be made like an argument for that. Like, a lot of sorcerers don't necessarily go into it going, yay, chaos, but they don't have any training to do with any defense against it.
As we turn away, and I imagine, like, kind of stand around a little bit watching Khan leave, and then we make to, either go to walk back towards the hive or towards the ship. I move in alongside Cassius. My optical mechadendrite is like literally watching over my shoulder, and I turn to the side. I hope you were speaking the truth when Khan asked about those texts.
Of course, brother. I wouldn't entertain the thought of looking at the heretical.
I stay long and hard at him trying to work out if he's telling the
Cassius,
truth.
make a deceive. Carolinas, make a fellowship scrutiny.
Any modifiers at all?
Nope.
Ha ha!
No, I'm well off.
He seems genuine.
I know.
Totally deceived.
That said,
Very
you
well.
do know that he is someone who is able to lie, so...
Yeah. Oh, yeah, but he seems like... Well, whatever is happening, effectively, Carolinas is going to accept that either he didn't, or he's not going to admit to it.
Carolinas has locked in his vote. He's his candidate. He knows his candidate lies all the time, but he would never lie to me.
No, I'm a friend. I'm not
Carolinas
a foe.
100% believes he would lie to him.
And that is where we leave you tonight, with heretical texts being read, destroyed, and stabbed. That was
That
That
was
flesh
good.
book, though.
That was super good.
Squee!
It was
I
so
imagine
hard
that's
for
the
me
sound
to
it would
resist
make.
having Carolinas like, made of skin and it bleeds. I want to know how it works.
You should give in.
I was so
Give
close.
in like I did. I got
So
magic
close.
powers.
I was so close. You have no idea.
dude.
Because that
What
is
would you
literally
got?
the sort of thing the Carolinas would be like, how does it work? Maybe just one look. And it's like, that's the beginning of the end. It's the beginning of the end.
Join me.
You don't want to know what Carolinas would do to this team if he became full-on heretic.
You see,
Papa
As soon-
Nurgle.
as soon as he mentioned that the book had like mechanical shit keeping it alive, pumping blood through it, I'm like, Carolinas is not coming out of that doorway. Nope, he's stuck.
I like how you remove Garrett from the equation too. You're just like, Garrett, you don't come with us, just in case we find something awesome, so you don't kill it again.
That is exactly what went through Carolina's mind. Yeah, though there was also a little bit that's like, Garrett has a weak mind. If we find something deeply bad in here, Garrett will be the worst affected by it. So it was like, look,
Oh, yeah.
Garrett, you stay here. But there was definitely a part of
I
like,
have to ask one question, though, Carolinas. You had the heretical tome that had the broken now pump for a reasonable amount of time. You could have looked at the
walked
design of
out
the
with
pump.
I walked out with it and I stuck it in there. I stuck it in that backpack. And like I said, found a chest or a locker, put it in there, locked the chest
Okay.
or the lock.
You
until I
never
found-
looked at the design of the pump. Okay.
Omnicide protects the faithful.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how awesome are the things that are about to happen to Cassius? Like, is it fireballs? Is it like laser eyes?
wait, hang on.
like,
Sorry, I was just about to say, did you say the book or the pump?
The pump. But the book is part of the pump.
Did the
but,
pump come out with it?
it's still attached to the back of the book. It's attached to the spine.
I mean, he would have. Oh, damn it! You're tempting me.
I
This
mean,
is
you
how
can
chaos
look at the
gets
pump without opening the book if you want. It's on the outside.
look at it. Come on.
It's not a slippery
Open
slope
the
at all.
Damn me! I looked at the pump.
Okay.
Don't be a punk.
Yeah. From what you can
Yes!
tell,
Yes.
I
from what you
hate
can tell,
peer
it's effectively
pressure. I hate
a
walls.
tiny little like circulatory system,
Oh,
continuous flow pump. Little turbine there, acting as effectively a means of getting the
What
blood
peer
around.
pressure looks like, everyone.
But if you want to see how the rest of it works, you got to open it up.
There's a gas exchange as well to make sure it is oxygenated and to get rid of any carbon dioxide buildup. It seems to be quite a reasonable piece of technology. Not necessarily heretical, except for the fact.
Tech. Does it look? I'm not gonna lie. Caroline is a simple man of simple pleasures. Does it look interesting?
Yes.
Oh, God damn it! I hate you.
It's a life support system like that big.
You
like
will have
it's-
kept it secret and would be studying how it worked. God damn you
Okay,
all.
Carolinas, add to your character sheet one broken book life support system. I don't know how you're going to record that.
You
As you're turning the
once
book
we go
over, you
through
accidentally
chaos-
open it, and then
We're gonna
read it and
find him
get
in
some
the back.
insanity.
we're gonna find him in the back of the shuttle, just sort of poking around at things one time, and he's just like, "Damn it, how do you work? How does this work? Like, what the hell are you doing? Nothing. I was not playing with my dolls.
I was looking at the fuel pumps. Nothing.
You might speculate, based on your warp ability, the fact you have warp, that somehow knowledge that is kept
as well.
Okay, yeah, you've got Heretic and Warp. You would speculate possibly that based on the combination of knowledge contained inside of a living being, or whatever might give it more purpose or more life, or somehow maybe that's why. It's a guess just from your basic knowledge, but it might be something to do with that. You can't really tell about reading it.
Sorry, it might be a guess.
It might be the way that because the book is technically sort of alive, it might allow the knowledge to be more potent, or somehow...
The pump was...
Well, the book itself, the way that the pump keeps the book alive, effectively, might make the knowledge more prevalent or more potent, or the power contained inside the book. You can't really tell without reading the book, but that might be your guess.
So
you're waiting for me to say, I read the book because I got curious. Is that what you're waiting for?
No, I don't expect you to say it. You can if you want.
Now that we're both minions of chaos, we got to figure out a way to get rid of this Navy guy and this other dude. We got to ditch them somewhere.
I'm not a minion of chaos. I didn't get more chaos for looking at the pump.
I'm just saying, Hail Zinch. That's all that I'm saying.
Your mouth. I'm gonna keep the pump. In fact,
you are.
I'm gonna study it over the next couple of days, and at the end of our time off, I will have basically made a note of everything I'd managed to work out. I'm not gonna obviously be trying to fix it, but I'm gonna be giving it my best.
But as far as you tell, the pump is just a pump. Like, it's not necessarily heretical.
Your heresy was so great that your camera just went foggy.
Yeah. By the way, I just make it clear, you don't do anything in the book itself. You actually then burn the book.
I hate you all so
Carolinus,
much.
unable to make a decision,
Good.
burns a fake
Feed
book
your hate.
and has the decision to keep the book until next week, because you can always burn it at a later date. But he burns a fake book for the time
I'd
being.
make a very grand gesture of burning a book in the bloody backpacks, but it's not the book, which is currently somewhere else that Carolinus knows of.
Don't make the mistake that I made. I turned the book over, and now I can't get any more magic powers. You still have your book. Use it to aid the forces of good.
You have no idea what Carolinus is going to be able to do if he becomes full-on chaos. You're going to be like, oh, what are you doing with that? I'm just improving the engines. Oh, right.
Why are you feeding children into them?
Yeah,
why does the air taste like
smells
wood
like
dust?
kind of metallic. I'd have to say it smells like blood. No, it's fine.
Okay, Carolinus, you have the book.
I hate you.
You can choose to read it at a later date. You have looked at the study and design of the pump.
What did I call this book? What was the title of it? I hate you all.
Lemony Snicket.
Did I
Don't
read the
hate
title
him.
of that book?
Take
I can't
some
remember if I did.
responsibility.
We
I
never
think
read
it's
the whole thing. It was really long.
But at this point, I've seen the title.
Yeah, I didn't write the title down when I said it.
that's fine.
I'll have to check the VOD.
It's fine.
Oh, actually, someone might remind me in chat, because chat have a great memory. Chat.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
I tried to just quickly move through it all because I knew if I stopped to think about it.
Something like he who dances in the he who dances, he who lives in the shadows, the prince.
That's a really long title.
Yeah, it was.
Like, I feel like the editor should have really been on top of that. We asked for a book title, not like a Fallout Boy
The title
album
itself,
name.
by the way, is arteries and veins and larger capillaries. It's not ink.
See, I
know what,
rushed through it
Carolinus?
because I was like, you know what? If I get a moment to think about this, I'm gonna stop myself. I'm just gonna destroy it. But then I was like, oh, but what? This is literally how chaos gets you. It's like, but it's a pump. The pump's not gonna be chaotic. But I wonder what the pump was doing. I guess it wouldn't really matter if I look at where the pump was attached to. Oh, wow, this book is like made of
Why was it doing
veins
it? What was the benefit of this? I have to read the book.
Need blood? I mean, just a little look at that. And this is a slippery slope. I'm on the slope.
You're bettering yourself. Have some goddamn propriety and pride in yourself and say that I made a good
On the plus
decision.
side, my uncle would be very proud. My
Good
uncle
job.
would be really proud.
Fantastic.
Your uncle's so
Go with your
proud of you,
uncle.
Carolinus.
I know.
Anyway, we're going to save this for the after show. Where can people catch you next week, Avak?
In the fire pits of hell.
Oh.
Okay, so I am on YouTube /Avak, Twitch /Avak, Twitter, as you can see on this beautiful overlay that EE has spent so much time crafting for your perusal. I am currently back to Stardew Valley. It's my second season, and I'm really enjoying my time with it. I'm not very far from completing Halcyon 6 and Rogue Wizards, both of them. I'm also playing... What am I also playing? RimWorld, that's right, and Zombie Night Terror. So yeah, having lots of fun. Also, when I'm streaming, it's mostly Team Hospital at the moment. I'm in a really old school game jive on Twitch right now.
Yeah, I was enjoying watching that the other day. You don't really read your chat, do you?
Really, really fun.
Oh, Bentham.
Okay, I am Manglesport Gaming on YouTube for some reason, and I'm playing Factorio and Rodina and maybe some other stuff soon. I don't know. I've dug out some old game from like over 10 years ago that I might try that no one owns, which will be weird. Yes, lots of alien killing and everything I'm doing at the moment for some reason. It's relevant. And on Twitter, I am at Bentham Plays.
Cool beans.
I feel so sorry for Bentham because he's the most... Despite the puritanical Garrett over there, Bentham is probably the most honestly faithful out of all of us.
I'm going to feel the worst about making you step on a landmine for Zinch.
Yeah. It's going to be bad, man.
Garrett, on the other hand, I'll be like, this is for Jakaro! Boom!
Oh, and I love the fact you're getting, like, plot knowledge now and stuff. Anyway, Splat, what are you doing and where can people catch you?
I am currently playing Shadow Warrior 2, which is one of the most hilarious games I've ever played in my life. It's really, really, really fun. I'm playing Submariner.
A lot of people come onto my channel talking about your Shadow Warrior 2.
That game,
they love it.
You don't even have to do good commentary. The game does it for you because it's so funny. You can just like be quiet and the game will entertain people. I'm doing Submariner, which is the Sunless Sea expansion, which just came out. And then aside from that, I just finished up Viking Squad, and I've also got... Oh, I'm still doing Masquerada. And so you can find me at Splattercat Gaming, youtube.com/Splattercat Gaming. Haven't been streaming lately because life has just been too busy, but I'm looking to get back into streaming the next week or two after a little break.
Sweet. Shen.
Hi, I'm Shen. You can find me on YouTube at youtube.com/under2. We're putting up some Civilization 6 videos. That game comes out on Friday, by the way, if you're looking forward to it. On Twitch, I'm playing Civ 6, and we're going to be back into Europa Universalis 4 Rights of Man pretty soon. Also playing Tropico and Railroad Tycoon 3.
Sweet. As for myself, you can catch me over at YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter at Enter Elysium. I will be starting a playthrough of Stellaris, I think tomorrow, because the expansion pre-release...
Is the new expansion?
Yeah. That should be fun. I think this is where they got the Son of Sea guys to do the like events and stuff, so we should have some good plot events.
Yep.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, because they realized that their mid was lacking a little bit and they needed more events, so they were like, you know what we should do? We should get some really good plot guys. I was like, kudos, they know where they went wrong.
Yeah.
Guest writers are always good.
Yeah. Also doing Hearts of Iron, nuking all the things as Mexico. Seriously, Carpet Bomb. Like the fallout of this will literally be the Fallout game to take place afterwards. And a couple of other things, like games. My mind is blanking, but they're cool. Totally go check out my YouTube channel. But yeah, that's been it for us. Do go check out the Patreon. Hopefully we'll make it to D&D by the end of the month. We are tentatively going to make it currently as we are. Also, there is a cosplay goal, so if you want to see us cosplaying as our different characters, that would be awesome.
Don't do it.
If I play a goblin, then cosplay guy's been... it will be amazing. So yeah, go check that out. Go check out our Twitter as well, because we have a Twitter and we tweet things. And also there is a fan subreddit. So if you want to go chat about plot, about who you think is going to be the most corrupt, who you think is going to turn to chaos first, yeah, totally go check that out as well. I'm sure people will be chatting over there.
If you talk about the show on Twitter, don't forget to hashtag Roll4It. It helps us out tremendously. It's huge if we can get trending on Twitter and everything like that. It helps the show grow and stay healthy. So please help us out with that.
Also, we will search for the hashtag Roll4It and then be like, oh, you really think Carolinas is going to be the most corrupt? Really? You sure? I don't know. Cash is doing pretty well.
He might be pretty dangerous when it's corrupt, because I'm just going to say, heretic muscle fibers. Just going to leave it at that.
Heretic
Chaos
Psyker.
muscles. True.
Sorcerer sounds
hide
way better
my-
than Psyker. I could be like, I am a sorcerer! And just like blow dudes up and make them grow
Yeah, but
tentacles out of their
You
foreheads.
still got a chance of blowing yourself up, which is bad.
Sorcerer
if
is
you're on the side
generally
of the
more
wood-
chance as well.
Yeah.
Great.
Caroline just has to stay alive long enough.
I know, which is going to be great.
We'll see.
Chaos auto sanguine.
Just regeneration.
Yep.
But yeah,
It gets his blood from other people. Just stab them with my hand.
vampire.
Yeah.
You sparkle.
Get out!
I've been at Elysium. This has been the Roll for It crew. It's been a great night. Thank you very much. We'll be back next week, same time as usual. Don't forget to roll for it.
Bye-bye! Now and then, Cassius, with all the demonettes, it's going to be... Wow.
Legend, wait for it.